Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on YouTube and Twitch and wherever you get your podcast audio. I am Jaybone, joined tonight by a full cast of characters. My goodness, where did everybody come from tonight? This is great. We got, the other side here. We got
three continents.
Right? Oh, this is true. 3 continents, worldwide, baby.
No.
We got
2 continents, 3 countries.
3.
I'm not from Mars, Bill.
I'm horrible at geometry. All right. Well, anyways, we got Bill, we got Unqle Marq, we got Bison from across the pond in the UK, Alicia from the East Coast, and Truck from up north there. Hey, how's everyone doing this evening?
Hello, good day.
Hello. Hello, guys.
We know this is a kind of a somber day. We'll do our best to get through this. Of course, we're talking about the very tragic, sad news of the passing of Daphne between last night and this morning. And it bears to, repeat. We've said this so many times on here, depending on the news and what we're talking about. Always keep in contact with each other and be kind to one another, and always check up on one another. We can't say that enough. And if you see someone who is distressed, please reach out to them, and even if you don't feel like you're the person qualified to help them, give them a hotline, a phone number, or just anything. Sometimes the littlest bit can mean the world to someone in need.
No doubt, Jaybone. No doubt.
Absolutely. We lost a good one, guys. So it's tough.
Absolutely. Yeah, we lost an exceptional talent, an exceptional person.
Brilliant woman. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Every woman in the locker room at Impact right now either worked with her or crossed paths with her.
Every woman in wrestling.
Every woman in wrestling. Yeah.
Right.
It's a long list. She was at Empower.
She's WCW alumni, TNA alumni, many independents, Shimmer. I could go on and on. She has left her mark all over the world of wrestling. And this is just devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so sad. I know she's dealt with mental health issues before and CTE and whatnot. But I just pray that she's found the peace that she's looking for, unfortunately, And our condolences and thoughts and prayers out to her whole family, all her fans,
Her entire circle.
Yeah, and that circle even goes out to people like Mick Foley. I saw him tweeting out last night, Touched so many people in the industry. So, don't be surprised. I mean, they put out a nice little, the picture that you saw tonight going into tonight's Impact Wrestling, and they put that out on the social media early today. Don't be surprised if you see some kind of special on the Impact Plus, some best of thing coming up soon. Great. And if they do that, or if they don't do that, maybe we'll come up with our own list and we'll make our own throwback special dedicated to her. But nonetheless, this whole night of the pre-show, what we were doing, me and Bill, and tonight's review, it's all dedicated to the memory of the Scream Queen, Daphne.
Yeah, definitely a favorite of a lot of ours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, wow, this is a loaded week. If I could shine a brighter note on this week, this is a very loaded week for news and free agents becoming, free agents, all sorts of stuff. Where do we, obviously we will get to the review in a little bit, but where do we want to start with this, guys?
A lot of news, Jaybone. Well, first we'll say happy birthday to Johnny Bravo.
Oh, yes.
Is it actually today?
John capital E period Bravo, who is probably at Trent's show tonight, if I had to take a guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Destination
yeah.
Chicago. It's
Yes.
still going on right now, wouldn't it be? Because I think it
It's-
started 2
yeah.
hours ago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
it
feel
started
like
at
these shows
7:30.
last forever. It's kind of a beautiful thing.
For all of you that here's what he's thinking about it.
I don't know whether to say congratulations or I'm sorry.
He gets a quarter every time you play that. I don't have to do that.
Really?
I don't know if that's in our budget.
If you haven't signed up for the Patreon, please do so, because Bravo's bleeding these guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just- I was not aware of this.
Well, you get to a certain age, Jay, and things just become so much harder to follow. Tommy doesn't even know he's retired.
Truck's
It's
coming
hard.
out firing.
I don't know if you were in the.
Us tonight. Thank you.
I don't know if you were in the Discord earlier today, folks, but man, Truck was all sorts of sassy. He was.
You want to talk, Jay?
Doctor? Doctor?
Doctor? I got some things to work out.
Look at this.
Got some things to work out.
He's rolling up the sleeve. I'm going to turn it over to the guy way over there.
Okay, boomer.
Oh, man.
Which guy are you turning it over to, Jay?
I was going to turn it over to Mark. He's awful quiet tonight.
Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the chat. The chat. What's up?
No, I was going to say before Truck gets too sassy here, I'm going to turn it over to you because apparently we're going to be shooting. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man.
This is the good stuff.
All right. So yeah, happy birthday to John capital E period Bravo. Well, we got a comeback tonight on the show. We could certainly talk about this, and we'll discuss it during the review as well. But as far as a new face to the brand or a returning, a new but old face, Jake Crist returned tonight in the challenge.
The modern
Big
man.
surprise.
Shocked.
Very.
I'm shocked. I didn't see any spoilers, so I didn't know this was a thing.
I did think a majority of us do stay away from.
Where's Mark?
He's
It was
He
too
said
much
he had
good
to hop
stuff.
off.
The Jake Crist turning up was just too much for him.
It was. It literally blew him away. It blew him off the show. Well, hopefully he'll be back. I don't know what came up, but anyways, we what do we think about Jake coming back? I saw someone in the watch along chat saying he thought it was a one-off, but I want to go around the horn here. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he's back? Do you think he was a one-off? Let's start with Truck. What do you think? Number one, were you happy to see him back, and what do you think?
Absolutely, I was happy to see him back. Not because I knew a ton about him when he was forced out, basically. But because the reason he had to leave was nothing of his own doing. So to see him get to come back and get a shot at getting a really good run in was great. And also, if you follow him on social media at all, he's another one of these guys who's put himself through a total body transformation during the pandemic. And anybody who's, doubling down on themselves in a time where you really can't be sure when you're going to get to go back to work, or even if you're going to get to go back to work, that's really inspiring. So for me, I just like seeing that sort of that underdog and that guy who just doggedly bets on himself. Yeah, I want to see him succeed. And I think he's back. I don't think this was a one-off.
All right. Yeah, I hope. I haven't seen anything on social media as far as, he's signed again. I have no clue what the socials are saying or if any announcement from Impact is made. Alicia, let's go to you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was sad when he left the first time around, so to see him back, I don't know if it's a permanent thing or a temporary thing. Either way, it was a great surprise for me to see him come back.
Yeah, he's been killing it on the indies too. He's been staying busy. Bison, I know you, of all people on this panel tonight, are absolutely stoked to see him again. You've had him on for a few interviews on the Team TNI-UK. Let's get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, I was over the moon. I'm a massive fan of Jake. I think he's a fantastic in-ring competitor. And every time he goes in the ring, he gives it his all. You can feel it, and tonight was no different. He came out, he's regenerated himself. He's got fantastic new ring gear. I love the ring gear. I think he looks great. He's clearly trimmed right down. I believe he's gone from like 210 to something like 166 or something, which is well, as a big guy who struggles with his weight, trust me, to lose that kind of weight is not easy. So yeah, he looks fantastic. Like I said, he's working hard, and I don't think I can remember a bad match from Jake in his entire time that he was with Impact previously. I'm not sure whether this is him back for good, but what I do know is that I think if it was kind of one of those, well, let's test the water, let's see how the Impact Zone reacts to you. Let's see what the social media reaction is, and let's just see how it goes, and then maybe we could talk. Maybe we can talk again. But let's face the facts. It was a really, really good match again from Josh Alexander. Again, one of my other favorite wrestlers, and Jake Crist. I really enjoyed it. It's a fantastic match.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go to Bill. All right, who's got the echo?
Jaybone's on it. But no, I'm in agreement with everyone here. Jake, he had a good run his first time, former X Division champion. Obviously, he was a victim of circumstance, sadly. I still want to see that video. I want to know what's going on. Impact Plus, let's see that. Let's see those matches that will never see the light of day. But I saw him on the indies a few times, and you're right, he's been great on the indies. So let's bring him back. Let's bring him back long term.
I think he's proper rebuilt himself. He's totally regenerated his character.
Yeah. Yes.
He's been using some cool catchphrases like, King of the Three String and Modern Man in Black, and I think they mentioned Man in Black tonight actually on the commentary.
Modern Man in Black, yeah.
Yeah, and the artist now as well. The artist of the Three String. All these kind of little things that he's obviously been coming up with. He's been thinking about, how can I set myself, apart? It's just me now. It's just me. So I've got to get out there and be me and show everybody me. And I think he's been doing a fantastic job. So, Scott D'Amore, let's get the hashtags going. Jake Crist for Impact. We need to get Jake back on that roster full time. That's what I think.
Right. And I see a tweet here. I just had to quick go to the Impact Twitter timeline here. They retweeted Chris Bay's tweet, said, I had my first shot at the X Division Championship against Jake Crist. Good to see him back in Impact Wrestling. Now, it's kind of hard to tell by that, but they did obviously show some highlights from the match. So, but great match, yeah. And I don't know we're getting ahead of ourselves here talking about the match, but nonetheless, yeah, great to see him back. Anything else we want to talk about news wise? Do we want to talk about any free agent stuff?
Good. There's a lot going on. A lot of rumors, innuendo, take it if you will, that some pretty big names could be heading to Impact Wrestling.
And some pretty big people.
Pretty big people with pretty big hands.
Pretty big hands.
With these hands. So yeah, let's talk about that one, and because as of the what is it, the August 31st, I believe, was the date that several folks from up north became official free agents. Their 90 days were up, which means we could see them here, we could see them there, we could see them anywhere.
Where?
Yeah. And I think we're going to see a few of them right in this company called Impact Wrestling. One dropped a very interesting video on EC3's what is that called? The
narrative.
The narrative.
The narrative series. Looks like he's planning another show. The first one was with Matt Cardona and a bunch of other up-and-coming indie guys. Now, I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of positive about it. Looks like he's planning another one, and the formerly known as Braun Strowman is going to be a part of it. Now, I don't know if he's going to be facing off against EC3.
It seems like it. They're very tough.
The poster looks like it. So
yeah, it's a cinematic match, I believe.
Probably, because I know the last bunch of stuff was. So
no, but it's definite. I think it's been announced that it's a cinematic match. It is a cinematic match, yeah. And it is definitely against EC3.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I didn't think the specials were very expensive. I think they were $12-15 last time. And I think the replay of the first one is available on Fight TV for like $5. It's not bad or something like that. Yes, Courtney, Lana's probably going to land in AEW with her God-fearing husband, Miro. I gotta say, I love his promos lately. And he's always talking about his lovely, flexible wife and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh my God. It's like, damn, Miro, you're going to hell in a handbasket. But yeah, probably that's probably a given. And of course, now I don't remember who was all a part of that crew that got let go, but another name that looks like could be headed towards Impact Wrestling. Well, we were talking about Braun Strowman. He's going to do the narrative thing with EC3, but it's also being reported out there that he could be heading towards Impact Wrestling as well. Scott D'Amore on a recent Twitch post of Jade Chung, that's Josh Alexander's wife, for those of you who don't know, said, used the term, what was the term? Brawn for glory?
Brawn for glory.
Brawn for glory. Well, if that isn't...
Speaking of Scott D'Amore, we'll have other news, but I think you're talking about a certain buddy, but there's also Scott D'Amore news as well.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yes. Kevin dropped that in our Discord the other day. That is when he informed us of the promos on the social media. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Good stuff. But the other name I'm going to talk about is someone that I really didn't see coming to Impact Wrestling, but let me tell you, I am not complaining. That is, and if you've seen the vignettes on Twitter or YouTube or wherever, go check them out if you haven't. The formerly known as Buddy Murphy, now known as Buddy Matthews. Looks like he could be making a stop in Impact Wrestling sooner rather than later. And I can't wait for that. What do you guys think about that?
I'm loving it, Jaybone. I think
me too.
A lot of potential there. He did some stuff I heard up north that was pretty good. But that's a guy that has the look that you could mold into. Like, he was a name, but not one of their bigger names up there. But he could be a major piece, a main event piece for Impact Wrestling, no doubt.
Yeah, what you got to think about. What you got to think about is the things that is the companies or the promotions that would be able to support someone like Bray and his clear brain for doing outlandish and crazy and coming up with some mad ideas. I said on Impacted on Wednesday, can you imagine some of the things that he had rolling around his head that he put into a man? Vince was like, oh, no, that'd be terrible.
That's bad shit.
Yeah, I could just imagine. I think if you go and give stuff like that to Jimmy Jacobs, he's going to be salivating all over the place. I think that for me, Impact is the perfect fit for Bray Wyatt. Now, whether he feels that or whether they're going to pay him the money he wants, I don't know. But in terms of if you really, really wanted to put all this crazy creativeness to the test, I think Impact was probably the best place for him to fall, logically. But again, money talks. Money talks. There you go. So we'll just have to wait. Money. It's all about the money.
To some.
We came here for a lot of money.
But let's hope. Maybe he's thinking, you know what? I tried going for the big bucks. Yeah, and I'm not saying Impact wouldn't pay him big bucks, but maybe he's just thinking this. Let's see if I can fulfill my creativeness. Who knows?
So, Truck, you got any thoughts on Buddy Matthews or Bray Wyatt or the what is he called now? Wyndham,
he's a Rotunda.
Wyndham Rotunda. I couldn't think of his.
He's had so many names. Which one do you want?
What do you say? His government name? Whatever.
Government name.
I think if you were going to take only one out of everybody who's available now in these last rounds of purges, he would be the one that I would want, just because creatively and character-wise, I think he would be such an interesting addition to the cast of characters we already have. And his creative range, he's obviously a very experimental sort of personality, and I would like to see what does that guy do when he gets even more reign than what he had up north. The one thing I do want to share, I just noticed this. Bray and Braun, or whatever they're calling themselves now, they're only following one person. Pardon me. Braun's only following one person, and it's Bray. So I kind of wondered, does that mean something? That are they a package deal? Because wouldn't that be something? I see both of them showing up at the same time.
If that isn't the plan, they might want to reconsider it. Great.
Imagine that pairing. Two guys who are already known for being able to play monsters in a very
different way.
In a very different way, in a very striking way. Mm-hmm. Pairing them together.
Well, you might as well throw Eric Redbeard in there too. Then, jeez,
that could be money.
Three out of the 4 original family. Of course, Brody Lee, rest in peace. But damn, why not? And Eric hasn't shown. I think Eric just recently started getting announced for indies, if I'm not mistaken.
I've seen him a few times. He was down at. He made an appearance down at the Collective. So he's done a few. He's doing sporadic appearances for indies, not a ton. But no, I keep my eye on all of them. Obviously, I think Buddy would have he's a good fit for Impact. I think he fits in with what they're doing. You could put him in the X division and just let it go. Of him, Josh Alexander program would be fantastic. But you're talking needle movers, I'm sure, with Coach D'Amore and all, who could really change the product, bring casual eyes. It's tough for me to say who would be more, but you know what? Braun or with, but we got a guest, and we were just talking about him. So let's bring it back a little bit to
is it Braun? You got
Challenger tonight.
No, it's not. But it's someone we were just talking about. Welcome to the show.
But there he is.
Jake Crist.
Hey.
My ears were burning.
In a good way.
Nice
in a
things.
Good way.
Yeah, all nice things.
How's it going, fellas?
It's going great. Great to see you.
It's good to see you guys. How's everything going? I just got done with IWA Mid-South here, and just got done with my match with Josh Alexander and Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're making the towns tonight.
Yeah, dude, I had to jump on my helicopter and come into Louisville right after giving Josh Alexander one hell of a beating.
You
and
did
look good in that match too. Josh is at another level right now, and you look great in that match.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So
fantastic. I thought the new gear looks fantastic as well.
I don't look like a construction worker.
No.
No, my God.
No,
if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right?
I really liked the entrance. I liked that music. I don't know if you picked that yourself, but that was cool.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, everything was just flat out amazing. I don't want to pull the curtain behind the scenes too much, but me and a good pal put that together. It was pretty amazing stuff. So it was awesome. Shout out to my buddy. You know who you are. I love you, kid.
Now, this is certainly a most welcome surprise, you being here. I don't know if you can drop any, dare I say, exclusives live here tonight as far as your current situation with Impact Wrestling. Are you able to say that, or are you allowed to say that, Jake?
I think I'm allowed to do and say whatever the hell I want. If that gives you any kind of clue or inkling of what my status is.
Okay. So, yeah, we were just curious. Well, because a lot of the discussion we had right before you showed up was tonight a one-off, or are you back with Impact Wrestling?
I would love to come back home. I guess the good expression is, or the old expression is, I guess we just gotta wait and find out and see what happens next, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the question is, do you already have any bookings in Nashville or any other area?
You guys.
September? Are you talking about the 18th and 19th?
Oh,
yeah.
You know the dates.
Okay. I don't have anything those dates.
Okay. Keep them open.
We'll see. Maybe in the next few days. If you guys keep blowing me up and talking high praises like you have, keep blowing them up. Maybe Impact will. Maybe you'll see more of Jake Crist and Impact in the future. I hope. I mean, I want to come home.
Yeah, that would be that would be great. You've had a lot of great moments with with Sammy and the crew, and by yourself as a former X Division champ. And boy, we would love to see you back.
Shout out from Chris Bay.
What's that?
First, you got a shout out from Chris Bay. Because that was his first X Division title shot.
I miss everybody from Impact. It was good to come home. A lot of hard nights in the gym, a lot of hard mornings in the gym to prepare for that moment. I was just really happy to get the call. So it was nothing but respect for that company. I love being home. It felt great being home. I just wish Josh Alexander didn't beat my ass as bad as he did.
There's a lot of people wishing that right now.
It was a great match though, Jake, wasn't it? I think you got in some great offense as well, buddy. You did.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm an eye gouging fool.
Fair play. How did you get on in your second match of the night?
What's that? I'm sorry.
How did you get on in your second match of the night that you flew in on your helicopter to?
Yeah, it went pretty well for me over here in Louisville, Kentucky. It was a good showing. I like to, show the great fans in Louisville on how much I really enjoy their company and how much I just love them.
That's what I've been seeing. You can go in the Matt Cardona way on the deathmatch scene, which is definitely going to get some interesting responses from the faithful, I'm sure.
Oh, like I hope that's why we do it, right? those deathmatch fans, vampires, my friends. Vampires is what they are.
They want the blood.
Yeah, I just don't want to give them my blood.
Right? There's much better reasons for a transfusion.
Right. like hip replacement. That's what I need right now.
Oh, jeez.
I'm getting too old for this shit, guys. I'm just getting too old. Forever.
Oh, and I also want to congratulate you. I just saw on the socials your 20th year with your lovely wife.
Yeah, high school sweethearts. I knocked that one up as soon as I could.
Smart man.
I locked her in. I was like, babe, 17 years old. I'm going to get you pregnant. You cool with that? She didn't even see it coming.
Clip this. Somebody clip this.
Out of nowhere.
You want to talk about out of nowhere? I got that cutter out of nowhere. I didn't even see it coming. A few months later, hey, Brooklyn, what's up? It's good to laugh.
Right, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, on a day like today, it's very good.
Yeah.
You have to say though, 20 years these days. I mean, these days 20 years is pretty good going. So well done to you guys. And
thank you. I'm just glad I haven't made her, mad and ran her off. Yeah, it's 20 years, just stuck for life. For life. That's some NWO reference. Beautiful. For life.
There we go.
We took that NWO back in middle school. For life, baby. For life.
And here comes the copyright warning.
Throw up some gang signs.
I'm horrible with that. The only one we've been throwing up lately is the double Christian Cage thing.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Always like the good old fashioned suck it.
Right.
Anything else tonight, guys?
Well, and also I know because I'm nearly certain, and tickets go on sale tomorrow night. But you're, I believe, booked for the return of the Revolver show in Iowa.
Oh yeah, me and Alex Cologne, the death match.
Whoa.
Icon himself.
He's been literally killing it on the indies the last 2 years in death matches. So you got your work cut out for you with him.
Yes, I do. Luckily, I've known him for a very long time. So hopefully Alex doesn't beat me too bad.
There you go.
Leave me beaten, battered, and bruised. Because he's a vicious fella.
Yeah, I've seen
some of those clips. I don't want to go near that. Every time I look at those death matches, I just go, ooh, hepatitis.
Yeah. The way,
you do need another haircut, buddy. You do need another haircut.
I do, don't I? It's getting a little too shaggy. I go and tell my wife, I'm like, babe, I need a haircut. She's like, you're already bald. What are you cutting? I'm like, you don't see the fuzzies and the hair's getting all? She's like, no, I don't. I'm like, you don't even pay attention to me.
Hey, if you cut it.
If she went out and got a haircut and came back and I didn't notice, I'd be getting hell for it.
Oh, yeah.
But I go out and get a haircut. She don't notice.
I've been there, done that,
We sweep that one under the rug, don't we?
Literally.
20 years, you can talk like this.
Bless her. She was actually, Nevaeh was actually in action at the weekend as well, wasn't she, Jake? She hadn't been in action for a while, but she popped out this weekend.
Yeah, we did a show in Michigan with actually Josh Alexander was on the show, winning championships. What an asshole. What kind of a guy just wins championships in every major company he goes to? Yeah, a guy like Josh Alexander. Selfish.
Ooh.
Selfish.
We need the rematch.
Championships for us. Come on.
He's hot stuff right now.
I know. Trust me. Oh, I know.
About to become tag
I couldn't
champion
run
again
that X
too.
Division championship out of that man. Like, how strong that dude is. He threw me around. I'm actually debating on, like, man, should I put some more weight on? Like, I dropped 80 pounds and he was able to throw me around like a sack of shit. I was trying to hold on to those ropes. Nope. Like, screw you, Jake.
Maybe you need a stipulation. Maybe another Ultimate X, something like that.
Yeah, maybe my wiry ass can jump up and just I'm getting your championship. You're crying from my dead cold fingers.
Now, just for fantasy's sake, you've had some pros and some cons, unfortunately, with some stables in the past at Impact Wrestling. But if they brought you back, would you be willing to jump in another stable with someone new, say like that Mackling guy or something else like that, or would you want to just fly solo?
I'm a kind of guy that likes to just kind of go with whichever way the wind takes me. So whichever way the wind blows, everyone knows that great Queen song, Bohemian Rhapsody. Any way the wind blows. I have a great voice. Blow. Everyone. Jordynne, if you know the lyrics.
It's like Angels.
Yeah, Angels. It's like I'm the, this generation Songbird, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you're the modern man in black, Jake.
Hey, yeah, I'll try to get my twang on. Cigarettes and coffee.
There you go. Somebody in Nashville's got to sign this guy. Jiminy Christmas.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, for that to happen, guys, we need to make sure we let Scott D'Amore and the Impact guys know. So let's get some hashtag going. I don't know. What should we go? What about Jake Crist for Impact, I guess?
Oh, man,
Maybe.
I'm down for anything you guys want to do. All your guys' help would be very much appreciative. I appreciate every single one of you, especially allowing me on your show and just, making it a wreck like that, like I have. I apologize for
that's what this show is. If it's not a wreck, we haven't done it right.
Yeah, it's got to be utter chaos.
Just off the rails.
They managed
Like
to turn a
Jake Crist,
2-hour
he just
show
ruins
into a
everything.
3-hour review pretty regular. So you're doing fine.
He ruins everything.
Alicia, show him the cup.
Everything.
Where's the cup?
Oh, it's over across the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Well, Alicia usually holds up a cup at the start of the show and it says, "Welcome to the shit show." So
yeah. Plus,
hey, that's what my welcome mat says. Welcome to the shit show.
Nice.
Plus, I need to run into Jake for he can wear one of my moose vests again.
Yeah, dude, I'm all for that. I'm down to rock and roll that. Dude, that you have some dope ass moose wear. Moose wear is what they call it. You have some nice moose wear. I want to wear some of that moose wear.
Well, he's always at the front bar, so if you want to steal it, you know where he is.
There we go. So this weekend is a big weekend up in Chi-Town. Are you making any stops up there this weekend?
What's going on in Chicago?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Oh, there's a little pay-per-view going on, like a CM Punk, right? Like a all something, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. In all seriousness, I'm actually really looking forward to All Out.
Yeah, it looks like a loaded show.
As my buddy hits the liar, fucking liar. Like, what? No, I'm not lying. I'm looking forward to that pay-per-view. What an asshole. What an asshole. Bobby. Get off and stay off camera, Bobby.
Is Bobby not a CM Punk fan?
No, Bobby loves CM Punk. We love
okay.
Yeah. He's a Paul Heyman guy too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, because I think I can speak for all of us. Most of us are CM Punk fans here.
Oh, absolutely. I love me some Punk.
Or maybe not. Not everyone
Punk
here is a
fan.
CM Punk fan.
Whoa. Yeah. This guy?
Yeah. And there's a few in the chat too, but no, to each their own. It's all good. Poor Bill's getting singled out.
Well, you said Bobby, and you're from Ohio. You made me think, and you're talking stables, because I'm thinking Bobby Beverly and 44-0. As long as Jake doesn't go like a 44-0 type stable, we're okay.
Oh no, it'll be good. I don't want to get in any kind of crew with any Ohio scumbags anymore.
You learned your lesson.
I mean, you saw my last tweet about warning Eddie Edwards, like, don't give him a hug. It's the last time I gave Sammy a hug, I had to take my dog's heartworm and tick medication. Hashtag try flexing.
Wow.
I'm just saying, people from Ohio are dirty. Except for me and my wife and kids.
I hear you there.
Bobby's kind of, you're kind of dirty, Bobby. He's dirty. He's from Ohio. He's got a little bit of stank on, little stank on you.
Little stank.
Little stank.
The Ohio stank.
Hey, it's good stank, and there's some bad stank. Mostly bad.
This is true. Anyone else from the crew want to ask Jake anything?
On the way out?
Not all jump at once.
I just wanted to say, watching your physical transformation over Twitter these past 12 months has been absolutely inspiring. I know that was a tremendous amount of work on your part, staying committed for so long without really being 100% certain that there's something at the end of this road. So congratulations to you, really, man, seriously, for sticking with it for as long as you have.
Thank you so much. I will say it was a very, very tough road. And I think like Bison knows for sure, because you see the stuff that I put on my social medias. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so it took a lot of effort to lose damn near 80 pounds. So I'm really, really happy and stoked with my transformation of the last 10 months. It's been great.
Yeah, it's
healthy
been amazing.
Choices. It's all about healthy choices. It's what I've been making, and I've got back into skateboarding, so that's been really, really good. And I think the fat is just kind of melting off me. Because I was fat there for a second. There was a point in time where I walked through the mirror and I literally didn't recognize the guy in the mirror anymore, and I was just down on myself. I literally said, Jake, you can continue to feel sorry for yourself, or you could change it around and turn it around. And that's exactly what I did. And you can't lie to yourself. So if you really want to change yourself, if anyone out there's have a problem, and all you got to do is literally just have a conversation with yourself in the mirror. You're not going to be able to shoot the shit with yourself. You can't pull the wool over your own eyes, so you literally cannot lie to yourself. So once you get to that state, to me, that's what helped me out the most. And that, I stopped, just like I said, having that big belly and stuff just wasn't appealing to the eye. And I also, a big question in our line of work is, I think anyone that kind of falls out of shape in the wrestling business, all you got to do is ask yourself, would you pay to see you? Meaning, would I paid my own money to see myself? And the answer was no. Straight up, at that point, I would not have paid money to see me. So that's why I've tried this big transformation and going and sticking with it, and it's all about it's not about a diet either, you know what I mean? Like everyone goes on their fad diets and I need to stick on this diet and so on and so forth. Like if you just have healthy choices and you just stick with your healthy choices, then they just become secondary. It's like riding a bike, you know what I mean? At first it kind of sucks. You get knocked down and jump back on. So like to me that's the way I kind of took my weight loss journey. That's exactly what it's been. It's been a journey.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Not at all.
Not at all. It's you got to look at your situation and say what can be the thing that I can eliminate the most. And mine wasn't junk food or anything. Mine was alcohol. So I literally just stopped drinking cold turkey and haven't had a drink of alcohol since October 18th, 2020.
Oh, congrats, man!
Thank you.
Congrats.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, that is a ton of calories. I could
ton of empty calories, and
yes.
I found myself going down a slippery slope, so I was able to pull myself out, even though I was going through the darkest time of my life and career. So I was just glad I was able to assess my situation and be able to pull myself out. And, alcohol was the major thing that I had to eliminate. And I was just happy that I was able to have that conversation with myself and eliminate the problem.
It's amazing, Jake. Props to you, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Moral of the story is you can only change yourself. Nobody
That's
can change
true.
it for you.
It's the truth, and that's the big thing too. I tell people that I've tried to help out, with certain problems that they have, because I know exactly what it's like. So I've turned different people that need help, and if they reach out to me, I'll give them advice, and that's one of my biggest things I tell people is you got to want it yourself. Your kids, your wife, your significant other, whatever your situation may be, your loved ones in your life, they might want you to change, but you got to want that change deep down in yourself to be able to make it a full change. That's the thing is like people around you can want it, but like you got to want it yourself. And sometimes you got to dig deep down and to be able to find it. And luckily I was able to dig deep and assess the situation before anything bad would have happened.
Yeah, and you're getting nothing but love in the chat right now with all your accomplishments and stuff. So you're getting love from all over the place.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
We love you, brother.
Man, after that last year, I need all the love I can get. Hashtag good one.
Yes. Because I was lucky enough to see Jake I saw you at IWA, and then I saw you at Rockstar, saw you down at the Collective in Florida. So you've been putting in the work. Yeah, I saw you at Ohio Valley Wrestling. Like you've been everywhere during this time. So to do that, wrestling wise, physically, everything you've done, kudos to you, because and back on Impact. Hopefully not for just this time only. But,
let's just keep rocking and rolling. Yeah. Let's go, Impact. Yeah. Let's go. Ball's in your court, baby. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's for you, Impact. I love you.
I think it's time. I think it's absolutely time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll hope. We'll keep rocking and rolling. It's just got to keep moving forward. Every hoarder I'll jump, every wall I'll go through. If I got to keep knocking people over and over again and again and again, I'll do it. That's one thing. You're not going to get rid of me this easy and quick. You're gonna have to stick around. I'm gonna have to stick around for at least another 20-25 years. I got at least another 20-25 years. Easy. I'll get that good Memphis heat going on.
There you go.
How about that? How about that? It's so good to have you on, Jake. It really is.
Thank you so much. Again, thank you to each and every one of you guys for having me on. I want to thank Impact for bringing me back home. I hope everything else continues to go on. Hold on, let me get. And there's my.
There you
go. But thank you guys so much. And Bison, out of all of this, thanks for always having my back, and thanks for always just believing in me. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Love you,
that.
brother. I love this man. I love this man. He's a great guy.
Hey, man, with all those people that were shitting on me, you're like, nah, don't take your shits otherwhere. Don't dump on him. I appreciate that, dude. All you guys, all of you. I appreciate each and every one of the people that have my back. So let's just keep rocking and rolling. I'll continue to let people jump on this back, and let's see what the Jake Crist Express lands next.
Yeah, definitely. If hopefully everyone here is already following you on all the social medias to keeping up with everything you're doing, including the transformation, all the stuff you're doing with the death match people. So definitely check out Jake.
The garbage. Those garbage people. Those garbage death. Anyone that's you want my thoughts and opinions on deathmatch wrestling, go to my Twitter. I have it pinned on a promo I cut in front of some pretty big names in the deathmatch scene, and they just sat there and watched me talk. What pussy?
And that's
they just sat there was like, yeah, Jake Crist. This is Jake's thoughts. Yeah, go check that out. It's good stuff.
So if you're not following Jake already, get over to @the Jake Crist. Give him a follow. Check out all his progress. Make sure Scott D'Amore knows that we want Jake Crist back on Impact Wrestling full time.
There we go.
Let's push everything, guys. Come on.
The guy's literally
this man
everywhere.
the love he deserves.
Yeah. The guy's literally everywhere. Any promotion you can name, he's probably there. So, yeah, finding his work is not difficult right now. Check him out.
Thank you guys so much. Everyone here is just so nice.
Big fan.
Hey, we love Impact Wrestling, and but we're all, it's all constructive criticism. But that is one thing that we've all been pretty positive about is getting you back. That's absolutely.
That warms my heart. That really leaves me speechless. Just know that this hard work isn't going to stop. I want to keep rocking and rolling, and I hope to come home someday. I hope to land, to take my hat and just throw it off and put my coat on. Like how you do in your own house. Just throw your coat and hat off, kick your shoes off. That's what I want to get back to.
There you go.
Just making a mess of shit.
That's what we need. That's what we need. Wrestlers that want to be at Impact Wrestling. There's your man.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we don't want to keep you all night. We really appreciate the surprise of you coming in, man. And much love to you and blessings. And I hope you stay safe and all everything you got going on the rest of the year, Jake. You take care.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Take care, buddy.
We love you too, Jake. You take care.
Hope to see you.
buddy.
Hope to see you back on our screens real soon.
Love you guys.
Take care, bud.
Have a good
Thanks,
night.
Jake.
Night, man.
You too, Jake.
Jake Crist.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
What a
Jake Crist,
genuinely
everybody.
good guy.
Yeah, good spirit.
Amazing.
His comment there at the end, I wanted to say, I think one of the things that I really like about TNI is that we all want to see good wrestling, but more importantly, we want to see good people succeed.
Yes.
And
Right.
those two things do not always go together, and that's a genuinely good guy. So, yeah, I want him back.
Oh, yeah. And thank you, Bison. I'm assuming you had something to do with that little surprise.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Got him on speed dial. Jake doesn't block his calls.
Right?
He's a good guy. He really is a good guy, and you know, ever since I interviewed him, probably 18 months ago now. I've interviewed him twice, and I've had him on shows. I just love the guy. He's a great man, and you know, like if there's genuinely nice guys in the business, Jake is one of them. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and funny enough, Josh Alexander's another one. But there are some fantastic people in this business, and Jake is definitely one of them. I wish him all the best.
Speaking of fantastic people, and Josh Alexander, and Kevin's not going to make us forget, because right before that, I did the wardrobe change. Team Canada's back, baby.
Our last piece of news before we jump into the review. It's only been an hour, folks.
We're still in the views, guys.
The review starts at the 1 hour mark.
Yeah, we've had some great guests.
Take it away, Bill. Go ahead.
Oh, well, do we want to share a screen of Rooney? You want to pull up the Twitter for the promo, or do we just want to let everybody know where it's happening here?
Just talk about it, because we're already an hour.
Yeah, we're so far off the rails. I thought we just might keep going off the rails. There will be the return to wrestling by none other than the coach, Scott D'Amore, teaming with Josh Alexander to go after the Impact Tag titles from the Good Brothers. On September 11th, Tennessee. He's coming back, man. In the promo, he throws the glasses. He's back. He's like,
unbelievable. What a maniac.
Josh, we're going to take back those titles. Good brothers. I'm not going to like you that day.
My favorite bit of all that is in the tweet. Scott says something along the lines of, I don't know if I can still cut promos, but I'm going to give it a try. And then he cuts an absolutely fire promo. The guy is still like one of the best talkers in that locker room. And he's, not even a worker anymore. And he's just so good. So good.
Oh, he's so talented.
Yeah.
Yeah. He even wraps up the promo with a yes, yes, yes. So dare you say,
classic Team Canada.
Bryan Danielson confirmed for Impact Wrestling. What do you guys think?
The Easter eggs are flying.
Yeah, that one might be a stretch, but I think he's going to show up somewhere else this weekend. But hey, we could always hope that that forbidden door cracks open a little, Because
the odds are that the titles change hands. Is it possible?
Which title are you talking about?
The tag titles.
Oh, you're talking about if Team Canada beats the Good Bros. It's absolutely possible. I mean, if certain other members from Team Canada show up, because God knows that that Team Canada, that family stretches. I mean, do we have to list the names? I mean, they're all still active too.
Yes.
I mean, we got Petey Williams, Petey Pump himself. We got Eric Young. We got Bobby. Okay, we might have to wait a little longer on Bobby. Might have to wait a little longer.
Chat.
Oh, did you? Okay, you might have to wait a little longer on Bobby Roode. I don't know how happy he is up north, but hey,
come down under a mask. Like call yourself Mr. X or something. It's fine. Call yourself Mr. America.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, Mr. America. All right. So, but nonetheless, yeah, that looks like that's gonna be a lot of fun. When's that coming up? On the 11th?
September 11th.
Okay.
And it's for Mayhem Wrestling.
There we go.
In Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Our very own Kevin Martin will be there as well.
And Bill, do you know, is there a connection there? Like, do the Good Brothers own that one? Or like how
in Tennessee, I would say
together?
No. They own like Doc is with Lariato in Georgia.
Yeah, that one I knew.
But that Kevin could answer that better than me. I don't know the backstage stuff with them. I'm not sure who runs that promotion, or who knows if that's something that's going to be more like obviously it's still local to the Nashville area. So they're doing a lot of stuff with promotions in that area. I feel definitely Kevin Martin has he's got his
Well, Scott and
ears.
Don, they travel around a fair bit.
They do.
talent,
They do
so I was
go a
just
lot. Like
wondering-
Doc and him have been kind of doing it from Lariato. I know they went to Utah. They're all over the place. So all good things. All good things.
There we go. All right. Well, we're an hour in. I think we should wrap up the news. Of course, we can blame our lovely guest.
We never even played the jingles. Let's do an outro jingle.
An outro? Nah.
That was Jaybone's news.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, that's it. We'll see. Yeah, good night. Yeah, you see, truck's gone, Alicia's gone. We might as well just call it a night.
Mark left an hour ago because he knew this was going to go poorly.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. I'm not putting up with this.
Right?
I got kids.
Jiminy Christmas. All right.
Gotta
get the wife and kids to bed. So let's jump into this. Let's start off with the we got a few things here from BTI doing obviously highlights from last week, and then jumping into the Iceman Intel, talking about Josh Alexander doing the open challenge this evening, and saying that it could be a former Impact Wrestling X Division champion, and saying it could be someone that wasn't even currently with them, a former roster member. So, of course, we saw we saw who that was, and in fact, he was here. So that was a lovely surprise.
You missed that. You got to go check it out.
Yes. Yeah. If you came in late, we just had Jake Crist on here. It was a lovely surprise. We had him on for a half an hour ish.
45 minutes.
What are we losing everybody? What the hell's going on? All right. So Truck, what are you doing? That's all right. So, and then we had the match, Jake something versus John Skyler. Now, this was a pleasant surprise. I did not think we were going to get this long of a match, but they gave this a decent amount of time. We didn't get a squish, as I like to call it. I have been impressed with John Skyler. Not everyone has, but I want to go around and see everyone's thoughts on this match. Truck, let's start with you. What did you think of Jake something versus John Skyler?
I liked it. I liked that it wasn't a squash because I really don't like squashes. I don't think they do anything for anybody. I really like Skyler's look. I haven't seen it before. I know I've heard some chatter about, some folks find him really dull, but to me he was, completely new, so I didn't really have any expectations one way or the other. But no, I liked him. If he was sticking around for a little bit, if he found himself working into a similar sort of role as Sam has found, where he's, somebody not necessarily understudy, but you know what I'm saying, where he's attached to somebody on the roster who's been around for longer and been in the business for longer, or at least that's the way that they want to spin it, then I can see that as being a reason to keep him around. I was actually expecting him to win tonight too.
Because he did beat Matt Cardona.
Exactly. I thought that was going to be his shtick, that he steals wins that he shouldn't get.
Yeah, certainly could. Yeah, there you go. There you go. The 1, 2, 3 Skyler. Bison, what do you think of John Skyler in his match with Jake something tonight?
Well, I'm the same, actually. I wasn't really very much aware of his work until he turned up on Impact and beat Matt Cardona, to be honest. I did then go and do a little bit of research. I've watched a few of his matches, and actually, he's very good. So I'm excited to see where they go with it. If again, when you get new roster members come in, if you're going to squash him off the bat, then there was no point in signing him in the first place. So I think that it's good that they gave him the opportunity to get some offense in, look good against Jake, even though Jake, at the end of the day, looked very dominant in the end. He still, managed to get a good, 10 minutes, I reckon it was. It must have been a good 10-minute match. We got some, and he got some good stuff in. And, if you're going to carry a 10-minute match, then there must be something about you. because I didn't see any mistakes. You know, I didn't see any silly stuff. It was, you know, he pandered to the, you know, he played to the crowd. He knew where the camera was, which is important when you're wrestling on TV. You've got to know where those cameras are. So he was aware of everything that was going on around him. So for me, I thought it was a really, really good match. And Jake was going to be the only winner. You know, you can't have him in a title match and then the next week get beaten by the new guy. So I think we've got a good future. Let's just see where he goes.
Okay, Bill?
Yeah, like I kind of chimed in during the reaction show. At first, I was one of the not a fan of John Skyler. I'm like, yeah, what is it? What am I supposed to be impressed with? Is it the wrestling? Is it a promo? Is it what is it? Is the character? So I wasn't sure what to really look for, but I've seen now more of him. He's growing on me a little bit as a very unlikable guy, which I like. That's why I like Rohit so much. I love the Boo Rohit. And Skyler, I could see following that formula. And I agree with Bison. I think if they just brought him in and he just kept losing, only a guy like a Johnny Swinger that's so charismatic can pull that off and like almost never win and still be relevant. A John Skyler wouldn't. So he has to get that occasional win. And then that was a big win. Matt Cardona, I think a lot of people here would say that's a guy you could put a world title on at some point. So that's a huge win.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that they gave that to him right off the bat, I'm like, huh? Like I was which one Jay in that one? I'm like, John Skyler. I knew a little bit about John Skyler, but I'm like, this is the guy they bring in to do that. Like I like maybe Sam Beal at this point would be worthy of winning a match against Matt Cardona for that big push, but this guy came out of nowhere. So it was like, did he deserve it? I didn't think so at first, but now he's starting to prove a little bit more to me. Still a little while to go, not all the way there yet, but it's starting to make a little bit more sense what they're seeing in him. How about you, Jay? What are your thoughts on Skyler?
Oh, I've been a fan of Skyler for a while. I haven't seen him in a while. I used to watch him on Flow Slam on some of the indie stuff on there, and that was a few years ago. And but I've followed him. I've seen a few things here and there, and I thought for sure over the last handful of years someone was going to scoop him up because I thought he was that good. But no one was scooping him up, and I was like, well, what the hell? Not every scoop, and not everybody gets that opportunity, and I've seen a handful of other people out there that I thought were real good, like JT Dunn, I think is one of the ones that I thought was really good out there. Hasn't shown up anywhere yet. So who knows? Who knows what his future is? Obviously was shown more than once in this set of tapings. He had the match. Then he had a brief interview segment, had another match tonight on BTI. So who knows? He's I don't think he's on the roster page yet, like Sam Beal is. But we'll see. We'll see what his future is. So more or less looks like positive reactions. Alicia, you're back. Quick thoughts on Jake something and John Skyler? Did you jig John Skyler? Or?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Well, there's your thought.
As much as I try, BTI is just not doable for me. And I always seem to miss it because I've just got too much to do when I get home from work and stuff. So,
yeah, understandable.
Well, they don't make it easy to find online.
You're right.
Yeah,
you've got cats to feed, birds to feed and stuff. Lots going on.
I got a fiance to feed, cats to feed, dog to feed, house to clean.
Just get the cats to bring the fiance a mouse or a bird or something.
Yeah, that's it.
They're indoor cats, so they're not going to catch much. Maybe a bug here and there, if they're not frightened by it.
And I thought the truck was going to say, teach the cats to learn how to cook.
I would, but I'm sure the food would get really hairy, and nobody wants that.
I could just see a cat operating like an easy bake oven.
Yeah. Just push it's the little spin.
It's just a light bulb.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, it would be like, all right, the perfect microwave omelet minus the hairball.
Well, that's what I was talking about making tonight. I was like, oh man, maybe I should throw some pasta in the microwave and be like the most single looking guy ever meal. But then I did it.
Hey, a cup of ramen or a cup of noodles, Bill? Are you a fan of the cup of noodles?
Don't knock a cup of noodles. A couple of noodles can get you by in a hard
I love
time.
me a top ramen.
I am not knocking it. I've got me some top ramen in the cupboard right now. I don't know if it's beef or chicken, but I know I have at least a 5-pack sitting in there somewhere.
Nice.
I suppose I better eat it before it gets stale. Or does that stuff have an expiration date? I'm not sure.
It does, but it's usually got a long shelf life.
Loosely suggested.
Yes.
Right?
I'm sure most people let it go past time. It's just a shit.
Can't be
If it's
dry
stale,
food.
it's hard to tell.
But I would like that. Jay could have gave us a tip. Is that stuff though? Pasta, carbs, wheat.
He's fat.
Do veggie pasta.
Yeah, need some healthy alternative, Robin.
You make opportunities to use that one. You don't just trip over them. You put them together.
I'm starting to think he's talking about me. No, I'm kidding. God knows the bone could lose a few pounds. All right, so that's BTI, decent one, and everything's getting ramped up to Victory Road coming up. Let's see. This one starts out. Let's see. What do we got here for the first match? Yes, this one was a ton of fun. All the ladies in the house, along with Kaleb with a neck brace. Or Bill, what did you call him during the watch?
I called Kaleb with a Gertner.
Kaleb with a Gertner. And if you don't know what a Gertner is, just Google Joe. What is it, Joe Gertner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, good stuff there. I always go the Heenan route, but I think it's a lovely combination of both.
Yeah, you throw the bow tie on the neck brace. You're a quintessential something.
I don't know if I'd call Kaleb a stud muffin, but all right, to each their own.
That's why he's a something, not a stud muffin. A something, not a Jake something, but a something.
He's a studly something. So we got Kaleb with a K coming out with Madison, Rayne, and Tenille Dashwood versus Jordynne Grace, Rachael Ellering, not turning heel anytime soon. From what
Any second now.
Ever. No trucks, not happening. Along with Taylor Wilde. I want to get everybody's thoughts on number one. What do you think of this new team of Madison, Rayne, and Tenille Dashwood?
The influence.
It's
let's go.
perfect.
I was gonna say, let's go to our local knockout, Alicia.
I really like it. So I got to point out for me, because I watch on YouTube, this match started, the show started like in the middle of this match. So I don't know how it began, none of that, but I liked what I saw. And I think Tenille and Kaleb have been a great team, but it's clear that they just needed something a little extra, and bringing Madison back is a perfect fit because they fit that aesthetic of like, I don't want to say like Hollywood glam because that's not what it is, but it's similar to where they're just like kind of like snooty up their own butts, kind of, I like that. I think it's fun and they all match each other really well. It's a perfect fit.
It is.
My ass.
In my ass.
Oh, that one was a little late, but that's okay.
Real quick, is it in my ass? Excuse me. Is it in my ass? Or eat my ass?
At least you said excuse me.
I'm glad Jake is gone.
I don't know. It's like he thought it was crazy before. And I'm not asking personally. I just want to know what Moose says.
He says in. He
to
doesn't
clarify
say
for the audio.
Yeah, it's in.
In my ass, okay. Pain in my ass, okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Asking for a friend, clearly,
Asking
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll play it that way.
There you go. But yeah,
Letters to TNI.
What? Is that going to be a new segment? Letters to TNI?
I don't know if it would make air.
Yeah, if we're going this,
Got us demonetized.
if we're
Patreon only. Patreon only.
it's especially if we're going this route.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. Bison, your thoughts on this all knockouts match, including Kaleb with a neck brace?
Well, for me, big Jordynne Grace, big Rachael Ellering, big Taylor Wilde fan. And, you know, I'm a massive fan of heel Madison Rayne as well. So she really knows how to get the crowd going and totally against her and booing her and God knows what else. I think the whole team of the Influence is a fantastic idea. I've stated before, I also believe that this is a prelude into bringing in the Inspiration. So we get a kind of the Influence and the Inspiration feud. If that happens, I think that would be amazing. It's interesting because when the Iconics were looking to change their names, I said to the boys on the TNI-UK team, you know, I reckon, you know, that they should change their name to the Influence. So for me, it was quite funny when this team turned up on Impact.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, so I was kind of like, oh wow, yeah, that's cool. Even Steve actually brought it up, saying, look, they've obviously been listening to our show. But I think that you know, I think it's a perfect fit. It totally makes sense. So I'm looking, and for the fact that we've been over the last sort of month or so, a couple of months, we've been saying there's just a lack of female tag teams. Well, you know, we've now got Jordynne and Rachael are wearing the same gear. They're a legitimate tag team now. We've now got the Influence, so that's another tag team. You know, so they're all starting to sort of kind of create this almost female tag division, but without actually saying, "Oh, this is a tag division," kind of thing. So I think that's the right way to do it. So, you know, then if we get the Inspiration come in as well, then all of a sudden we've got ourselves we've got a tag division.
That's a tag division. So, 4 teams. That's a tag division.
There we go.
Champions and 3 top challengers. That's a division, and that's what they would be if they make that signing.
Yeah, you got Havoc and Rosemary, and it looks like Su Yung is
she's putting some stuff together there. We'll
see.
Exactly. Su Yung has got a stable thing going on. You've got Tasha Steeles and Savannah are they're a thing. Well. They're a thing, so there is a potential with them.
Tasha Steeles.
Well, exactly. So you got that going on. So I mean, actually, we've probably got 5 already. You know, they're just not kind of like, well, this is a tag team. This is specifically a tag team. They're not sort of kind of like pushing it that way. They're just sort of kind of building these things up so that when they do start putting them in tag matches, you don't go, oh, that's a bit weird. It all kind of makes sense. It's all about that web of intertwining storylines. So right. I think it's working well.
Yeah, because for a while it was looking pretty bleak, and but now it's all coming together again, which is great to see. Truck.
I liked the match. The one thing I'll point out is I really like Kaleb. I think he brings a lot to his role.
Truck, are you
he's in fantastic shape. He's sorry, Bison. Pardon?
Are you stroking your pussy there?
Yes.
I could just see your hand doing this on your chest, and I'm like,
I feel Truck would probably be a super villain in a James Bond movie.
He is the James Bond villain.
The older I get, the less I think I'm a good guy. I'll tell you that much.
You and your beefalo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kaleb's really been a standout since he's joined the roster. I hope that he gets to break out on his own eventually. I think we know that he's been under the suicide mask for a fair while now.
What?
I'm sorry.
It's not AC Romero.
What?
Well, it was, but now it has to be Kaleb because he's taken off.
I think I spent like 6 months on our program talking about Kaleb, and everyone never took me seriously. Wait a second. I'm sorry. It's not another special. Well, it is a special guest, but it's not a special guest. Like no, they're not coming on, but somebody's in the chat that we have to bring up after Tuesday. It's Mikey Ruasso, who claimed to buy tickets for the Impact tapings instead of being the best man at his brother's wedding the same day.
Oh man, that's dedication, huh?
That is dedication.
See,
Kevin
Truck,
Martin,
you're not a heel. I was the biggest heel in that panel because I actually influenced him to do it. So yeah.
I was listening to that, and my contribution was going to be that if your brother and his fiance are actually really in love, they're not even going to notice that you're not there because they're going to be so fixated on you. If they notice that you're not there, it means that they're not actually that in love, and they're not going to last anyhow. So why bother going to this wedding? They're just going to.
You're just saying go to Impact.
I'm just saying go to Impact because this wedding's not going to last anyhow. This marriage isn't going to last.
Oof.
Now, probably the most appropriate opinion on that would be from Alicia, because she's a wrestling fan. We talked about Father James maybe officiating her wedding. If a sibling of one of yours decided to do it, how would this play out?
So what's the question here?
Go to Impact tapings or go to a sibling's wedding?
I love Impact, but I really love going to weddings. So I personally would go to the wedding. Actually, you want to know a fun story is when Impact first announced the Las Vegas tapings, me and Stefan were actually considering flying out there and getting married in Vegas just to hold up signs at the Impact tapings to be like, we got married just to be here at Impact. Like, but it didn't work out. Like, we're not going. And so, like, on the plan B. We're going to rock that shit.
Oh, yeah. We did not say this before. When he did this, his sister was watching. And she called him out during the show.
Was she pissed? Was she like...
She was pissed.
Oh, she is pissed. She's like, how could you do this? Yeah, so this all played out in the chat, and we were just lost it.
I'm sad I missed this.
Yeah. So
every Tuesday. You can go back and watch last Tuesday's Time Machine, NWA, TNA, 84. This happened.
Yeah.
Check your archives.
The throwbacks are just a bunch of home wreckers, and that's going to be the next piece of merch coming out. TNI, yeah. Come for the podcast. Stay for the home wrecking.
It's Trent getting revenge for all those marriage jokes.
Oh, there you go.
Short marriage jokes.
There you go.
Also, Truck, I can hear your kitty purring.
Yes.
Fred gets super happy when I let him outside. So,
yeah, he is stoked.
He is.
All right. Bison, I know it's what time is it there, by the way?
It is 20 to 5. But now my children are back at school. I'm kind of like, you know what? I guess I need to go to bed for a bit. I've got to get up and walk them to school in the morning. So I'm like, oh man,
it's almost morning now, though. So.
You what, mate? Sorry?
I said it's almost morning now, though, so just stay up,
No, man, I can't. I need to get some sleep, otherwise I won't be able to work. I'll be like sat at my desk like, ugh.
Zombie Bison.
Zombie beefalo. It'd be scary. All right. Well, thank you for being here, Bison, and thank you for the lovely surprise of a one Jake Crist. Much love, brother. Go get some rest.
Take care, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Light up, Buffalo.
There goes our UK contingent.
Yes.
Check out TNI-UK every Wednesday at
our Jake Crist hookup.
Yeah.
For a little lunch, a little tea and crumpets.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm all right. Somebody Google crumpets for me. Thank you. Is that like a cookie or something? I don't know. Anyways,
I assume it's like a tasty cake butterscotch crumpet, but different.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, we love that match. The 3-on-3 Taylor Wilde
Yeah.
getting the
I like
win
Taylor
on
Wilde.
that one with the suplex on Kaleb with a K. Wow. I mean, she really, I can say all the women really laid it in here. God bless Kaleb. Seriously.
I kudos to Kaleb.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
suplex he took, man, he looked like a rag doll. The angle
Yeah.
that they got
Totally.
in it was just perfect.
And that's
He's
what
a
I
very
like
good worker.
about him.
Very
You know,
good
that's
worker.
what I like about him. He's in there, with people who are usually about half his size, and he makes them look like absolute dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's why
he
you
seems
can
happy
tell
to
he
be
also
there,
teaches.
So, yeah, he seems happy to be involved in the women's division, and I think it's actually refreshing. Whereas we had, our stints of women jumping into the men's division and competing for the belts. And granted, I'm sure Kaleb's not going to go for the belt for the women's division, but it's just refreshing to have him over there, just to kind of let you know, like, hey, intergender goes both ways.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And he's done so many things. Guy, if you're a newer fan to Impact Wrestling, then please go check out from a few years ago his X Division run. He had an amazing run. He absolutely knocked it out of the park with guys like, oh no, Wendy's in here. Oh no. Oh no.
We're the real family.
How are you tonight, Wendy? Hope all is well. Surprised it took you this long. Wow, yeah. Well, we're a close family with all of our watchers. I mean, Wendy, you're certainly
Welcome. To the family.
Yeah. We're not. It's not just a sausage party. We have women who do enjoy watching our show, and we have our own knockout present here. So
Down there, not next to you.
Yeah, well, I was trying to angle it down. There.
Scooping it down.
Wendy, it's good to meet you. It's good to meet you, and good luck with the second marriage.
Yeah, and take it easy on your brother. He's good company here. At least we think he is so far. So hopefully, no trouble in the chat. Everybody, give Wendy some love. All right, we continue.
Oh, there you go. English muffins, Jaybone. That's the crumpets.
English. Oh, I grew up on English muffin. I love a nice toasted
Thomas?
English.
You have to understand that in England,
Yes.
they're not going to call it an English muffin.
Who's going to call it a muffin?
They're going to call it a crumpet.
They're going to call it a crumpet.
They're going to call it a muffin from right here.
Well, we always talk about that. It's like
do you think they
French
get
fries.
French fries, freedom fries? You mean? Do you think they get like American food and be like, "Hey guys, let's go get some American chicken and like something"? I don't know.
Well, we have a TNI-UK team. Just ask them, guys. Do you call them English muffins, or are they just muffins, or are they crumpets, or are they something else altogether? Ask them. Bison, I know you're still watching. You didn't actually go to bed.
I know this conversation's a little late. I would have loved to have picked his brain about.
He's in the chat. I know he's in the chat. Don't lie to us, Bison. You're still watching.
Yeah,
do you call them English muffins?
Well, like KFC is KFC everywhere,
Well, we talked about this with Truck, I believe, concerning one Canadian bacon.
Yeah, it's still called Canadian bacon. Yeah.
Wait, you call it Canadian bacon? It's not just
either that or
ham?
back bacon.
Back bacon.
Yeah.
Back bacon.
I think probably back bacon's more common, but if you called it Canadian bacon, people would know what you're asking for.
Okay.
Wait,
So
is
see,
that the
that
part of
just threw this all off the rails now?
Is that the part of the body that bacon comes from? I'm not a big, geography guy when it comes to parts of,
Hey, now you already made that joke.
No, that was geometry. That's never mind.
Actually, no, you're right. You're right. That was one. That was a unique twist. Thank you, Jay. Thank you for educating me. I'll follow along more closely now.
I know where to get them in.
Anatomy with Jaybone.
So we got this education is we don't want that kind of education.
Oh, there you go. Here's buckshot. 2 types of bacon, back bacon and pea-meal bacon. And I've had pea-meal bacon up in Canada.
That's
part
of
my big breakfast.
Is that?
I'm.
Am I crazy in saying that's our more normal bacon in the States?
I wouldn't.
We eat female bacon? What do we? Well, I'm so confused. I didn't know that there was this kind of selection.
I prefer hickory smoked. All right, we got.
I like a maple bacon.
1 hour and 31 minutes, everybody.
Oh yeah, we're doing a show. Hey, so back to the review.
So Taylor
we'll
Wilde,
talk about
Kaleb,
bacon after.
all look great.
On the 6-person tag, I want to say one quick thing, real quick.
Okay.
If and when one of the Hossets turns, it's going to mean more because they're wearing coordinated gear and they're becoming a real unified thing.
Yes.
I haven't done it yet, but I want to go back and look at the tapes from the episode where Jazz got attacked. Because remember, Jazz got attacked by somebody off screen. And then when they did the promo afterwards, and Jordynne was talking about how upset she was, she leaned into the camera twice and winked really obviously while she was talking about Jazz being attacked. So I'm going to go back and look at the tape to make sure that I've caught this correctly. But
really,
I don't think this is actually done. I'm not going to say I'm agreeing with Trent because I'm not.
That'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
We would never. I mean, I fired him from the show. If you agree with him, that's just one step closer to being out the door yourself.
Well, then you can run the co-stream. How about that?
Nah, you can stay.
Okay.
Now, can I just? I'm going to take it further off the rails here.
Oh, Jimmy Christmas!
It's your favorite guy because Bison is around. I saw him tweeting, but
I told you.
But I noticed another tweet while I was looking, and your favorite guy from Fightful.com put out behind his paywall that an update on Jake Crist's status with the company. Let's just say this. You don't got to go to a paywall. You can just come to the free TNI stream, and you got the man himself giving you a status update. So boo on you.
Yeah, we had him on. So what's that?
What a status update.
Oh, and
So,
what is
don't
the
pay your
status?
good money for that.
What is the status update, may I ask?
I'm
He's in
sure
good
it's a
health.
spoiler from the last tapings on where he did or did not appear. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Jeez Louise.
But
what
come
a
on,
classy,
man.
what a classy crumpet. God. All right, we continue. Decay, we're gonna run through this in like 10 minutes. Decay, consisting of Crazzy, Steve, and Taurus, and of course they're flanked with the ladies, Havoc and Rosemary, against No Way and Fallah Bahh. Now, this was an absolute riot. I love this one. And I mean, Bill, you could attest to this. How over, honestly, both these teams, but really how over Decay is.
Yeah, no, Decay is the most overact in the company right now, and it's probably not even that close. However, and that was the thing, I still didn't get the putting No Way and Bahh into this because I feel you wanted to get them cheers, and putting them against Decay, they're gonna wind up being the heels in the situation.
Yes.
So that's kind of what happened. As best it could, like they try to deflect it and all, but Decay's so over right now. You got to put them against heels.
Yeah.
That's just how it has to be. Because they're not going to boo any member of Decay right now. I don't know, I don't think there's anybody. They could take out anybody, any baby face right now, and they'd still be the most overact in the company. They're that over right now.
Right, yeah, like Swag Fan in the chat here says Fallah Bahh in No Way actually getting the heel treatment. Well, they're trying to still align themselves, or namely Fallah Bahh, the No Way is just kind of along for the ride right now, but that's okay. I mean, he's getting put in somewhere. I'm just happy for him. They're still kind of aligning themselves with Tasha Steelz and the new knockout Savannah Evans. So I mean, they're still what's the word? Gucci.
Yeah, I would say if anyone, it's Fallah that's teasing that a little bit. I don't think No Way is at all. Because I remember, because I think you said there's Bill dancing. the time before he came out, and he was like sad when he walked by me, and he's like, "What? No dancing?" So it's like, but I'm like, and I told him you're going against Decay. It's like I got to root for them. So this time I'm like, all right, I'll dance. All right, yeah.
I saw you on camera. You were very happy. It was nice.
He was almost jumping out of his vest. He was so happy. I don't remember which vest it was. There's many vests.
But I got history with Decay. I've been seeing Rosemary since 2016.
The hive, bro.
Since she was a wee little hiveling.
Yeah.
That sounded weird. Anyways, but before the match starts, and now this was hilarious because there's always the train of, I don't know what you call it, train of misfits, if you will, a train of Bahh, train of Jose's from the
conga line.
The conga line, yes. And the one right behind No Way Jose going around the one way right in front of Bill. I'm like, what is this? There was a slightly shorter one. It had a burger costume with a horse with a pony head. And I'm like, what is this?
I knew. I was suspicious from the minute I laid eyes on that horse burger.
That's a suspicious hamburger.
What were you like? Is that someone from IKEA breaking in?
When you watch true crime like I do, everything's a suspect. But this one particularly stood out.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'm going to have to. Well, that was kind of like when, Braun Strowman started to come out as a part of the crew with, oh, damn it. I can't think of the other guy.
Rose.
Yeah, Adam Rose. Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That was hilarious. And that was back when he was in NXT. And it's like, this big monster of a guy with some goofy ass outfit on. Everything is suspicious, right? We know what he turned into.
Well, She-Hulk, it was definitely not horse burgers.
Oh, dear God.
Not horse burgers. I made Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joes.
Sloppy Joes.
I had sausage with veggies and taters.
I had nothing delicious. Because Jaybone said I wasn't allowed.
I
couldn't leave the camera.
I always leave it. Oh, yeah. Well, it was getting close to the other time, so I didn't know what you. I mean, if you're going to make a cup of noodles, go ahead.
That's okay.
Truck, what did you have for dinner?
I had pizza because it's wrestling night. So I'm allowed to have pizza.
I like that. Yes.
I think I'll be having some pizza on Sunday night.
And then Jake comes on and talks about making healthy choices, and I'm thinking to myself, shit.
Well, the official meal of TNI is pasta mania.
Pasta mania. Gotta have some pasta.
Trent. Oh my God.
Folks, if you
I remember
know,
Trent, he was a good man.
He was a good man.
Yeah.
His marriage only lasted 2 minutes.
They were intense. Each second scarred him more deeply than the last.
Facts.
Yeah, don't make me feel guilty for firing him. Jiminy Christmas. Folks, if you don't know, go check out AAW. The show is, I don't know if it's still live tonight because, damn, we're going pretty late. But he had an AAW show tonight kicking off All Out Weekend up in Chi-Town or down in Chi-Town, wherever you are, over here, over there. And they had an absolutely stacked card. So please spend the $12. Go give Trent some love. And in your free time this weekend, amongst all the other wrestling that we know you're going to watch, because we know you are, go check out, what was it called? Destination Chicago?
Destination.
Yeah, go check it out. Stacked card.
Yeah.
Josh Alexander headlining it, going against Fred Yehi for the AAW championship.
And Ace Austin also going for a strap as well.
Yes, championship.
Ace Austin going against
Myron Reed.
Myron Reed, thank you. I almost said Trevor. Jiminy Christmas. Daniel Garcia against former TNA Impact guy, Davey Richards, coming back to wrestling. Just a stacked card. Seriously, go spend the $12. You'll thank the Jaybone and our crew later.
Worth it.
Violet has already done so.
Awesome. I know Truck's got it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, obviously, because I'm helping out with this, and happy to do so. Love to be here, but yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
kudos to Truck.
And I'm going to stay off of.
Did handle a new thing we did tonight for all of you in the here that may not have known, or our former co-stream crew, where we're trying to bring it back in a way through the Discord. So definitely check out the Discord. We're still doing the reaction on YouTube and on Twitch, but on the Discord as well, you can watch us react along with the stream. So a little bit more like the old co-stream, which I know a lot of you have been saying you missed. So hopefully this now covers all of our bases with everyone. And thanks to Chuck for doing that.
Yeah, because it hasn't been exactly easy to watch, so we're trying to make it a little more accessible. But yeah, great match. Crowd was on fire. So from underneath the mask, Tasha Steelz comes out and attacks. When she attacks Havoc, and then Savannah. Thank you, and thank you, Ronan Blue.
That's for.
That's gonna buy us one piece of chicken for the reception.
No,
I appreciate it. No, I know. I'm just.
Are you getting KFC?
Actually, no. We're pretty much gonna tell everybody bring something.
Hey,
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're going probably as most non-traditional as you could possibly get. So
the almost official show sponsor, Checkers.
Oh, hey, I should hit them up and be like, hey, we talk about you a lot. Can I have some checkers for my wedding?
Oh my god!
What I really want is ODB.
The meat truck.
Her meat truck
theater. But that might cost more than my planned wedding. So
it might be, yeah. You'd have to. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not.
It's all good.
Just
because of how she does her meat truck, she does the cups of meat, and they come in different sizes. Yeah, so you want everything, you got to get the D.
Our families
might have to settle for an egg.
Kick out of that.
Oh my god,
the novelty would be amazing. Who wants some big D meat cups at my wedding?
Oh god.
Sorry.
I'm a D guy myself. I mean, what?
So the review. We're doing
1 hour and 45 minutes, everybody.
All right, we got 15 minutes to wrap this puppy up.
Along.
We're
even at the halfway point.
We're only 2 matches in.
Yeah. Dear God.
We got to put some lead in these boots, guys.
I didn't schedule a meeting in about 5 hours, but that's okay.
Oof. Hey, Bill, if you got to drop out, get some sleep. We understand.
Come on. It's hardcore, man. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay. But yeah, that totally over. Decay gets the win here. Crowd was on fire. Bite his face off. Still waiting for the merch. Impact. Like I said, if you guys don't make it, Jaybone's gonna. So watch for that soon. Gia Miller with Morrissey. And talking about his recent oppositions there, and out comes Moose.
Yeah, because he was talking about all those friends or so-called friends in the locker room.
Oh, yes, yeah, making friends. And he said, God knows you don't make friends. And Moose is saying, well, I'm not looking for a friend. I'm looking for more of an alliance. What do you guys think about this alliance forming between Morrissey and Moose? Because let me tell you, I was a little worried after Morrissey was exited from that multi-man match fairly quickly. I was like, ooh, is this the start of, because, well, he said he's only signed through October. And I'm like, well, we know how tapings go. So, well, what do you think?
Well, I'll say this, Jaybone. There was a little for that whole elimination in the. You're talking about the Battle Royal, right? The number 1 contender match. That was the previous set of tapings, not this set. Remember the match he had with Eddie Edwards, the hardcore match where he went through the table, his first loss.
Yes,
he was rough after that match. Like it looked like he may be injured type deal. So I think they had to go light the rest of the tapings with him. So new set of tapings, new lease, everything good to go. But I think that was a little, maybe an audible. I don't know what the initial plan would have been, but I don't think it had anything to do with contracts or anything like that. I think that was just, he got hurt, protect them a little bit.
Yeah.
Next set of tapings, which we're on now. That's why. So I wouldn't be worried about this. This is, I think, a good direction they're going.
Oh, I love the 2-man team. I mean, they're both monsters. Alicia, what do you think about this Lions?
I think it might be necessary. I think it should be a good thing, especially if we don't have Morrissey for much longer. They really got to do something with him. It's been kind of falling flat a little bit for me personally. Bring the big guy in and have him smush a bunch of small guys and da. So yeah, I'm all for the alliance.
There you go. Truck.
I hope Morrissey's sticking around, and I would be very interested to see what they decide to do with him and Moose. For me, the thing that this whole segment and what's coming up and what we're going to talk about, what got me thinking about was this is going to be an excuse for Eddie and Sammy to team. And they've been teasing this for months and months. There have been tiny little breadcrumbs.
Long-term storytelling.
Long-term storytelling. And I could see this as being the reason why they finally do come together, because last week, Eddie and Sammy had that exchange where Eddie's like, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. We're not friends. We're not teaming, blah, blah, blah. Sammy's going to come back to him next week and throw it in his face. Like, all right, you said you wanted to go it alone. This is what happens. What do you want to do now?
Yes.
Yeah. I fully expect to see them team. And I think, I'm salivating for it. Give it to me, please.
Eddie Edwards.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. Eddie Edwards. He's going to come crawling back to Sammy Kelly.
Put the company on his back.
Absolutely.
Surely.
So, yeah.
I'll also say it's very dangerous being the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling, apparently. Because that means that people just want to beat the shit out of you every week.
Yeah.
That's why we love them. I'll see you tomorrow, Eddie.
He's wheeling out in his chair. Okay.
Look at David Penzer. You guys are really only halfway through after 2 hours. Well, we had a guest on for a half an hour that snuck in here. It was a surprise.
Minutes. Say it was 45 minutes.
Yeah. Jake Crist was here for a little while.
Yeah.
So that certainly threw us off, but it was a great seeing him. Great surprise.
It's cool. It's been a long time since we've had a wrestler visitor, so awesome.
Very
great
cool.
Surprise.
Very
Kudos
cool.
again to Bison for arranging that.
Yes, thank you, Bison. Oh
yes. UK.
I mean, kind of. Penzer's like just on time, according to our standards.
Right. We got Macklin in a promo here talking about he's going to bring the mayhem next week against one Petey Williams. I really got a feeling that we're going to see someone show up soon with Macklin, because if he's talking about, he's been using this word mayhem in his socials too, I believe, if I've seen it correctly. I don't think he's going to be solo much longer.
We will see.
Yeah.
Might have a buddy coming. Who knows?
Yeah, I think it's and I don't think Buddy Matthews.
You don't think Buddy?
I don't think Buddy Matthews.
Okay, you think it'll be his own thing if he comes, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly think Buddy Matthews would team fine with him. They're both tough guys, but it could be someone that was recently associated with Macklin. But we'll see. Okay. We'll see. But I think Mayhem would be a great team or a great tag team name. So, Moose and Morrissey then attack Eddie Edwards after calling him out. So yeah, like, you know, just piggybacking off of what you said there, Truck. And yeah, I absolutely fully expect Sami Callihan to get a phone call very soon on that. And no, not Gunner. Gunner's still up north with the E. It would be the other gentleman who was tied with Macklin, who was given the boot along with Macklin. Can't think of Wesley. Yes, thank you, King Reezy. Yes,
Wesley Blake, right?
Yes. Who's been very quiet. I've barely seen him in interviews or socials or anything. So we'll see. Could be just enjoying some time off. Who knows? VBD. Now this was a great promo. I want to get everyone's opinion on this one. VBD and the punishing, if you will, of Rhino, running him through the ringer. Is Rhino on his way out of VBD? They're certainly trying to cleanse him. Truck, what do you think about this?
I love these promos. There's always so much going on in them, both in terms of what EY is saying, but then also the visuals that we get, like with Rhino in the hospital bed and they're pulling the sheet up over top of him.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's a little dark.
you could interpret this one a lot of ways. The final shot of him chained to that pole in what looks to be some, basement, and then the camera fades out and you hear him yell, "Save me, help me."
Yeah.
I obviously I have no idea where it's going. Could we be seeing, Rhino get repackaged and come back as still being a member of VBD, but reborn in some way? Because I think that would be really exciting, because Rhino's been Rhino, and this is not a slam on him. He's been himself for so long. If you did something completely different with him, it would be really surprising. It would be really refreshing.
Yeah.
It could really revitalize VBD, and I think they need a little bit of that right now. I hope that we're not seeing him being tossed from VBD, because I really don't want to see this faction break up anytime soon.
What's the update on Heath Slater?
And that's something else. Yeah. He posts a lot to Twitter of him doing these various little sort of physio exercises. Hi, Doring. We've got another special guest, everybody.
Oh my God, Joe!
Ronald better watch his P's and Q's.
Is that how he talks? Or is this just we just headcanoning this?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
No, he's a man of few words.
If he doesn't, I think I would be so disappointed, because I am mystified by Bill's rendition of Joe Doring.
Yeah, like all of a sudden Joe Doring cuts a promo and it's sounds like Mickey Mouse or something like yeah, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'd be like, that'd be really messed up. It's
Does Joe ever talk? Has anybody ever heard Joe talk ever? Anywhere?
I will not confirm or deny hearing Joe.
Got to protect the business, brother.
Kayfabe, Bill.
Kayfabe, daddy.
But David Penzer,
yes,
yes, I will go. But he says I should get him a drink because I get way more TV time than he does. David Penzer should be on TV all the time.
Put over your podcast, Penzer. Put over your podcast, because I know you've got a subscription that people can sign up for. Put it in the chat so we can throw it up.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting ringside with David Penzer.
Sitting ringside with David Penzer.
There you go. Gets lots of lovely guests on there from the world of wrestling and other places.
Alicia, you were asking about Heath. And yeah, he posts a lot on his socials of him doing his various physio exercises. Okay. I have no idea how far along he is, and I don't think he's actually said.
So is EY.
I think so. It's been so long. Yeah.
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
He really does. He really does.
He needs to come back. I hope everything is still moving along. Yes. I know it's been a very slow road of rehab for him.
Just as long as he's good to go. You don't want to re-aggravate because he's been gone so long. You don't want them to do something to delay it.
Yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, we end the promo with a "Help me" from Rhino, and it's like, oh, who is gonna come help Rhino? Who is gonna save Rhino from this dark, desolate place? Well,
I don't know.
Not all heroes wear capes. Maybe Heath will show up. Who knows?
Pathetic.
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad of an idea. All right. Let's see. Josh Alexander here. Here we go. With the
well, I believe it's still wrestling. They're over 30 minutes at AAW right now in the main event.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas. That's crazy. It's after 11.
That's your Iron Man. 30 minutes.
This is true. That's a fart in the breeze. That's not how that goes. Never mind. Josh Alexander with the open challenge, and we get the return along with the guest of the evening that we had just a little bit ago, Jake Crist, former Impact X Division champ. Got a lovely little pop, and he looked like $1 million.
Yes. Although, as he said, Josh, he's tough, man.
Right?
He's taking all those titles. He's greedy.
He is. He
might have taken another one tonight. We don't know.
He might. Who knows? Based on what he's doing, he very well could. And we should mention that. Now full-time wrestler. He's a professional wrestler full-time. He gave up. Timber gave up the life.
Great to see. Well, and he's certainly making a lot of towns lately. You know, he's showing up everywhere.
Showing up in Japan. He's showing up everywhere.
Yeah. He's in fact, tomorrow night? He's got a match against is it Daniel Garcia on Strong?
I believe so. Yeah.
Rounds. Oh man, I can't wait to see that one. And you know what? And that one's probably going to end up on the Impact Plus because they've been throwing
putting the Strong shows on Impact Plus. So there you go, Impact Plus,
or at least the matches. I don't know if this.
Yeah, the matches, not the whole shows, but the Impact Talents matches. Correct.
Yeah. So if it's that or the Good Brothers or whoever else. So yeah, good stuff. So Josh Alexander gets he retained successfully. And but like we said in our interview, our surprise interview with Jake, it looks like he's still a free agent. But hey, get the word out there. Yeah. If David Penzer's still watching, Dave, hey, we know you got some connections too. Hey, bring Jake back. It's time. Yeah.
Right now, the schedule's open September 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Yeah. Well, he said it's open, but we'll see.
Who knows? But I'd really like to see him again.
Yeah, we all would. And then Chris Sabin comes out and interrupts post-match promo of Josh Alexander and throws down a challenge and says, hey, if you're inviting former X Division champs, he's like, well, I'm a former 8-time X Division champ. 8-time. That's that's a lot of fingers there.
You're running out.
That's all the fingers.
Yeah, that's all the fingers. Yeah, if you don't include the thumbs. Yeah. And he talks about being a possible 9-time champ, and that's them's fighting words. Let's start with Bill. What do you think about that match coming up at Victory Road?
That's you really can't ask for more right now than Josh Alexander and Chris Sabin, because Chris Sabin, I just marvel at Chris Sabin that he's so good right now. I feel like he's honestly the best he's ever been. Which
he's still here, yeah.
You see, it's crazy. Obviously, when Shelley left, you weren't sure what they were going to do, and then it's like, okay, are they going to throw him in the X Division, or what are they going to do? But they put him in like main event, former world champion. But now going into the X Division after like the stuff with Moose, which was just crazy. and Josh Alexander is on this whole nother level right now. So to go Chris Sabin at where he's at with Josh Alexander, that's really one of the best matches Impact can make right now. And to put that on Victory Road, that's a must-see match.
Yeah, that card's filling up nice. So you got Christian versus what we now know is only Ace Austin, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
And this X Division match, can't wait to see what else is on there. Alicia.
Yes.
Your thoughts on Victory Road bringing Chris Sabin and Josh Alexander together?
Cool. I mean, Sabin's in great shape. I think it's going to be a great match. They're going to take each other to the limit. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, the only thing that could have made it better was the end. If he said, "I'm doing this for Swingers Palace, baby."
I love that place.
Still loves that place.
But yeah, Truck, what were your thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm going to call it right now. It's going to be match of the night.
Ooh.
And I think it might be match of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah, because both of these guys are firing at a level that you really don't see very often. And, you know, Sabin's booking these past few months, it's been a little bit confusing in that like it's kind of coming out of nowhere. He's getting these huge wins. Where is this putting him? Where is this directing him? Now we know. He's got clean wins over Sammy and Moose, you know, capital M main event guys. Up until this point, I don't think we can really say that anybody that Josh has faced, we've thought they've really had a chance.
Mm.
I can easily see an argument for Sabin winning at Victory Road here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, I think this is really going to be something else. I think following this is going to be tough. Yeah, Ace and Christian, good luck to you. Good luck, guys.
But it's going to be an instant classic. Yeah.
I hope that there's a breather in between this match and the main event.
Well, they like to start out with the X division. So if they do like so many times before, it absolutely will be a follow that match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this next segment certainly brought some laughs. We got Sam Beal trying to be the booker for Brian Myers and bringing some fresh faces to his the stable that Brian Myers is trying to form. Certainly doesn't seem to be as successful as Su Yung forming one. You know, but we'll get to hers in a little bit. But Sam Beal bringing a line of people there that were actually on camera, and then all of a sudden, magically, they're all in the impact zone. I don't know how they pulled that off. That was amazing. But we had Bill. You're more familiar with some of these names than I am. I mean, I know Ziggy Dice, but name off some of these names.
Oh yeah, in volume 32 of the Most Professional Wrestler, we had a couple guys from OVW, the Boss. You had. And you'll, if you're at the tapings, you'll see some of these guys, but I've seen them in OVW a few times. But the guys that kind of make it through, they do have some one has Impact history. Manny Lemons, I'd have to look back. I think it was Vegas. And I'm trying to remember if he made on TV, but he just recently was on in one of the handicap matches against Morrissey as Manny Smith. He dropped the Lemon persona and just went with Smith.
That's interesting.
But it may have gone to Explosion. David Penzer probably knows better than I do. But I know Manny Lemons did have some runs, and then he did a lot with Lariato Pro. And obviously, we know Ziggy Dice. He's jumped in our Twitch streams before.
Yes.
And I think that's obviously most people, if you follow any dirt sheets, you probably already heard that he had signed the deal. I looked at it as a spoiler because he hadn't appeared on TV yet. But I think that's a good get. Former NWA TV champion. Guy's got a very interesting character. And he had that back and forth with Myers. It's like, who are you? Who are you? And then he was about to give him the roster cut. But he's like, hey, there's nobody left if you get rid of him.
Some lemons.
Sam,
some Manny lemons.
Yeah, we just got Manny lemons.
Did you catch Sam asking how many lemons?
How many lemons?
I love that.
How many lemons? Sam Beals, he's got it, man. He's got it. Where's all my?
He's got the hair. He's got the sense of humor. This guy.
And he knows how to cut a shirt.
And he knows how to cut a shirt.
He knows how to get his autograph practice.
Autograph practice. Look at that.
Sam Beals.
You got 3 autographs there. Like I said, you could cut up that piece of paper and lick them and stick them.
Lick them and stick them.
Lick them and stick them.
That what you do a lot there? Lick them and stick them, Jaybone.
Oh, now who is the guy that said that his favorite wrestler was Mojo Rawley? Dear God, that was a riot. Mojo Rawley to Impact Wrestling confirmed. Confirmed. You heard it here first. Screw the dirt sheets. Jaybone just told you. But yeah, this is so damn funny. And so he cuts everyone except for Lemons and Zicky Dice. So I don't know if that means that they're going to get a match next week to decide who gets cut next week. I don't think it's been officially put out there.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. So we'll see.
For volume 33.
But these are volumes now?
Well, that was volume 32. Well, there hasn't been. That was a random number. But if there was only 32 volumes of How to Be a Professional, I'd be watching that all the time. All 32 volumes. I think there's only been like 3 others.
We'll see what comes up here. Oh jeez. Oh no. I'm getting some
Jaybone.
So this is interesting here. We got a message earlier tonight, and I want to share this with everyone. So apparently at the show that Trent was at, which is this AAW, he ran into a friend.
Oh, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. And it's Mr. Brian Feld wearing a total Nonstop Impact podcast.
Very nice. The cast of characters.
Yes. So that was cool. We love you, Brian. Yeah. Big supporter of the show. Big tipper, too. So very cool.
Hint, hint.
Hey, if you do anything tonight, smash that like button. I mean, we got a hell of a freebie interview tonight. I don't think we could complain about that one. That was amazing.
Now, where's Jaybone's cup? Oh, new tips.
What? Or as Zach Bonifer always says in the chat, boning for bits. It sounds horrible. I wish he would stop saying that.
Only fans only.
Only fans, yes. Watch for that coming soon. Dear God. Jay, we're going to do a page just dedicated to Jaybone's naked toes. I hear that's a thing.
What?
Oh, settle down.
Oh, never mind. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with Ziggy Dice and Lemons. Rohit, Raju, and Shera versus Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. At first, I thought this was Rohit versus Matt Cardona, but no. This was another mixed tag. We got a few of these tonight. Truck, your thoughts on this match?
I was really excited to see the innovators of deathmatch wrestling on my screen. I love that.
King of the deathmatch.
The king of the deathmatches.
GCW Universal Champ.
Universal Champion. Did you see that he redesigned the belt?
The spinner belt, man.
I love this man. I've never met him. I love him.
That is some heat, Daddy.
Yeah, dedication to his craft. My favorite part about this whole feud is that a lot of it is carrying out over Twitter, and both Cardona and Rohit obviously are such fantastic talkers, but there's only so many minutes in a TV show. You're not going to get a heck of a lot of mic time. These guys are using social media to the best of their ability to advance this feud. So if you're not following them on Twitter specifically, check them out because they are barking back and forth like dogs, and it is good stuff. Yeah, I liked this match.
It's a riot.
Chelsea, oh my God. I would never take that knee, and she took it like a shotgun blast to the face. What an absolute champion.
And sold it.
Champion. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Alicia, what'd you think about that knee to the face of
I missed it.
Oh.
Like I said, I was distracted during tonight's episode, so some matches I just didn't get to fully focus on.
Okay, well, make sure you watch this one because this was a fun one. Bill, I know you watched that because you were.
I did, and Rohit can say it
Turn
best.
that frown upside down, my man.
But not man, but Chelsea,
Yes.
because of that knee.
What man?
I think, and I believe you had a pretty hot take there during the reaction, Jaybone, when you said a knee may be better than Kenny Omega's. Raju.
I said it rivaled it, yeah. Because let me tell you, that knee.
I think you're downplaying it. I think you gave him the edge earlier.
Well, it's yeah.
Now it's a rival. I think you said, "Oh, Kenny Omega's crap."
Oh
He's the man.
No. I said it rivaled it. Definitely as good. I don't know if it's better, but it's as good because Rohit's been working on that knee, and it's been that knee's worked over a lot of faces. So yeah, it's definitely one of the highlights of his repertoire, if you will.
Yes, but good story in this match. Obviously, the stuff with Shera I found very interesting. Like he didn't want to. He's like, no. So like he was kind of facing a little bit in this match.
Yeah.
But then obviously they come out on top. But they look good. Chelsea, I thought looked great. Being in this match. Kudos to her.
Yes.
Cardona is always impressive, and he's always ready. So, but this was a great match.
Unless your name's John Schuyler.
Yeah. Forget Schuyler. He's gone. But once again, now the only thing though with Cardona, like they did lose, so we'll see where they can get some revenge or what this does for the Rohit and Shera combination going forward.
Your comment about Shera kind of doing the face thing, I picked up on that too. And at the end of the match, I was kind of expecting him to be a little bit off-put by Rohit annihilating this 90-pound woman. But maybe that comes up in the future. I don't know. But man,
yeah, I feel so because he was pretty adamant during the match.
Yeah.
Then at the end, it's like we won. He's like, and I can tell you from being right there, he's like, it's your fault. Your fault, Matt. You did it. You put her in the match. So it was your fault. So he found a way to blame Matt instead of Rohit for it. But I have a feeling that might not hold up because I think we do end this with probably a Shera turn at some point.
Well, Rohit's not turning face because he's too good.
No.
He's not turning face.
No, absolutely not. So yeah, Rohit gets the win here with the big knee to Chelsea, 1, 2, 3, and we'll see if Cardona's ready to avenge this loss. So
that'll be a good singles match when it happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got Su Yung.
Ooh.
This was probably I'd say promo of the night. This was a lot of fun.
It's tough to beat the VBD one, but this was good as well.
Yeah. VBD was certainly good as well. Su Yung there talking to Kimberly, and Kimberly informing Mother, still calling Su Yung Mother. Interesting. Saying, some souls we've done away with, but some we've now. What term did she use? Some we've kept. Something.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't remember the exact term she used. But then all of a sudden appearing on the other side of Su Yung.
Oh, some souls they collect, but others they convert.
They convert, yes. So, yes, and converted. Converted she did. The former, what? I missed it. Oh, okay.
He converted.
Converted the newly, I guess you could say, former Brandy Loren. I'm not sure what they're going to call her now. Brandy without a soul? I don't know.
As long as it's not late for dinner.
Right? Oh, God. They're going to be eating more souls together.
Boo.
Dear God.
Shut his mic off.
Alicia, did you see this one?
I did not.
You did not.
The return of
We're
Ava
almost
Story.
meeting the hourly mark, though.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, we got to beat the last one, Jiminy Christmas. So, Truck, your thought of the addition to the Su Yung family?
My stream crashed.
Oh no!
I didn't see any of this. I got to go back because I really love Su Yung. But yeah, the stream crashed during the commercial break, and I didn't get it to come back until like the final couple frames of Sue being on screen. So I'm sure it was great. I'm very excited.
All right. Well, it was short but sweet, but it was great. It was great. So I can't wait to see where this is going because Su Yung, almost seems. I mean, she's obviously pulling the strings, but she might be taking a
Don Callis like.
Yeah, taking a back seat to maybe a new Knockouts tag team. We'll have to wait and see.
Or an entire faction.
Yeah.
Decay has 4 members. Su Yung used to have these undead bridesmaids. What if we actually turn them into, actual characters?
Well, we know one thing that Su Yung will not be saying.
Pull my scarf!
Yeah, exactly.
He loves that. He loves that. The Bone Man loves the scarf.
I love that one. I don't care if it was on AEW. I'm keeping it.
That's why I don't recognize that. You play this and I'm like, when did he do that? When was he wearing that suit? I don't recognize that at all.
Wish I'd thought of that.
You're lucky Trent doesn't do this show anymore. Cut you off.
God, there's no chance of that.
It isn't.
As CM Punk said, 1 month into his, being
Mickey Gale, why'd you do that to me?
No, he said in that famous Chris Van Vliet interview about going back to wrestling, he said never.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Sounds like Scott D'Amore.
But he's back.
He's back. So I guess he was full of shit.
He was. But I'm happy he was. So anyways. We got the Good Brothers cutting a promo. Carl Anderson, just a beautiful heel in the ring, cutting on the whole on the audience. What do you call them? You call them fat or whatever it was.
Yeah, well, you talked about their big fat and big mouth.
Yeah.
His favorite fucking word right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pew, 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 pew.
Apparently something is going on Twitter because I saw his name is viral right now. Carl Anderson is viral on Twitter.
Usually a good thing.
Yeah, David, we're still going.
Almost there.
We're so close. We're so close. Don't throw us off.
Yeah, if we didn't have the half-hour interview, we'd probably be very close to the 2-hour mark.
Oh, we would have been done by now. I don't know I'm not going to look into this. I don't want to speculate anything. I hope Carl's okay, but whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. So, David, go check on your buddy Carl. Go give him a too sweet or something. So they're cutting a promo in the ring. Swung attacks him with a chair. Obviously, revenge for putting what they said Bill Mack in the hospital from that table spot last week.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was. It was a great table spot. I mean, a horrible table spot.
What they call Willie? They gave him a nickname.
Oh,
like
Willie
or something.
Willie Lack.
Willie Lack. Yeah, Willie Lack. That's what it was.
That's gonna go on a T-shirt. Not. Come on, Carl.
Hey, that kills in high school.
It does.
Medium talents.
Oh,
yes. Medium talents.
Oh, would you say a grade B talent?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. No, because that was an underestimate, and I am providing an accurate assessment.
Oh, wow.
Most viral tweet of all time is theirs.
Jiminy Christmas. It is. It is.
That's what we measure things on now. Social media engagements, YouTube clicks.
Partly, yes.
follows, and hey, he's viral now, but unfortunately for all the wrong reasons. But anyways, I digress. Hey Joe, how you doing? So yeah, we've got a match coming up next week. They booked a bunkhouse brawl next week. Swan versus Carl Anderson. Maybe this is the reason for the meltdown. Maybe he was very upset about the booking of this match, and he had a. No, probably not. But anyways,
probably not.
Yeah,
I dare say the first bunkhouse brawl since the Asylum with Dusty.
Could be. I mean,
which one's the bunk room? Does that have lumberjacks around the outside? I don't remember the stipulation.
No, it's like it's random weapons, and it's kind of a hardcore match, but it's a little different.
Okay. It's like Raven's Orange House of
Clockwork Orange House of Fun.
Yeah, that. Thank you. I really would have killed that. Yeah, probably like that. Only a little more southern twang on it. I'm guessing. I don't know. This is completely falling apart. Last match, main event here.
Almost there.
Yes. Hang on, folks. Ace Austin against Tommy Dreamer. The stipulation, folks, is if Tommy Dreamer wins, he is put into the main event of Victory Road. And by the look of Truck's face, he's got some thoughts on that. I know we all did. I was really rooting for the inevitable Ace Austin here, praying to look. We all love Tommy. We all respect Tommy, but no way in hell did we want him in that main event. It was not. But it was great that he put over Ace Austin. I'll say that. It did add some speculation, some drama, if you will, to the storyline. Thoughts on this match?
Well, Truck's opinionated. Let's get Truck's
yes.
opinion.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, the
Let's
best
make
face
him to be the jerk of the group. Tommy's such a nice guy. He sent me DMs thanking me for promoting his stuff and whatnot. I feel terrible. I'm really glad he didn't win. I would not want to see a triple threat at Victory Road. I'm so sorry. I really am. Yeah, I really did not want to see him in a triple threat at Victory Road for the title. I think that the main event, the belt scene, is so convoluted and cloudy right now. I think we need some pretty straightforward storytelling to get us towards whatever transition is going to happen next. I don't want to see an overbooked mess around the return of the belt, whatever we're going to call it, to an actual Impact talent, because Christian's not. He has history, but that was a long time ago.
But he
doesn't work for this company anymore.
But he's the instant classic Truck.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
I try to get the instant classic over. They're not adapting instant classic, and that was my favorite.
So did Tommy last week.
Tommy he still works really good matches. Just on a personal level, I watch him and I watch the way he moves, and he's obviously just in such tremendous pain. Even just climbing up after he falls down for a bump, he's got to lean on his knee to push him up, and maybe he's working it. I don't know. Maybe he's working me. I just I want him to be comfortable and safe and healthy for as long as possible.
It's too many Oreos. It's those damn Oreos get you all the time. Hey, I know.
He's got a lot of miles. He's got a lot of miles.
A lot of bumps on the bump card.
A lot more than most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about that cookie jar. My hand's in it all the time.
Yeah. But that final fold that he took when he was hung up on the ropes, that was brutal. That was beautiful. It was brutal.
It was beautifully brutal.
Yeah.
He was so close to the ropes, I kind of expected him to kick out or get his foot on the rope. Yeah. If he had kicked out, that would have been the second time ever that the fold has been kicked out of. Eddie's still the only person who has.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty protected the fold.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
During that multi-man
Wow.
match after the title had been vacated, that Eddie won. Eddie and Ace were the final two.
Wow. I did not realize that. Thank you for that, Truck.
Yeah.
Alicia, what do you think about the win of Ace Austin against Tommy Dreamer?
Predictable. I feel like I love Tommy so much, but when he's in matches now, it's basically just to be, cattle fodder for whoever. And it makes sense according, to his own statement as to what he's doing in the company. But really, the only thing I can focus on during this match, and I hate to say it, is why the fuck doesn't Fulton wrestle more? Excuse my French, but
it's all right.
It's just one of those things where it's like we've got a seemingly capable monster who, what are we doing here?
That's what they want. That's what they want.
Okay. It's a setup.
It's to build
right.
back up because everyone was complaining that he was losing and they weren't taking him seriously. Now he looks like a badass on the outside, and that'll start getting matches. Is my impression.
Hopefully soon, though, because I feel like they've been doing this with him for over a year. And I feel like as soon as that feud with the Carl and Gallows ended, they pretty much put him on the shelf.
Yeah, because they put even Ace on the shelf for a little bit coming out of that. It was like, okay, are they going to be a tag team? Is Ace going to go after X Division? Is he going to go after world title? And they've kind of been everywhere. They've kind of done all those things.
And he was carrying the cup, and then he wasn't carrying the cup.
Yeah, he's not carrying the cup, but he never cashed in the cup. So he still has the cup.
Oh.
Does he? Because he doesn't carry it out, and they don't mention it. And that's the confusing
but he never
thing.
cashed it in. So,
So maybe they're deliberately having them so we forget about it, and then
I think so. And then all of a sudden, remember that's what they do with Rhino. It's like, here it is.
Yeah,
that's true.
Go get the cup. Cash it in. Bill.
I am going to agree with a few things. Obviously, I'm a huge Tommy fan. I've gone to almost every one of the House of Hardcore shows. And I saw him, I said earlier, when they said, wasn't Ace not even born when he started? It's like, yeah, because I started seeing Tommy regularly in 1993 in Philadelphia. So I know Ace wasn't born yet. I was only a whippersnapper back then. So definitely. But so you don't want to say anything negative about Tommy ever. Everybody loves Tommy.
No.
But Tommy, and I'm fine. I'm not one of those don't put Tommy on TV. Don't give Tommy matches. I'm fine with that. It just needs to be at a certain point or level. Right now, especially after he's the Anthem rep, to just insert himself into
that doesn't look good.
A title thing.
Yeah.
Is he trying to come off as a heel at some point?
Yes.
I'm wondering if that's where they're running this into at some point, because it didn't make sense storyline wise to me.
No.
It's like, okay, you guys were buddies. You're talking about the ECW. Well, not even, because it was fake ECW. How dare you call that ECW up north? Okay, you're buddies. You want to have a match? Just say that's what you want to do. It's like non-title match. Let's have a go at it. If that's the storyline, that makes sense to me. But to be like, I'm just going to throw myself into a world title picture for no reason. Because Tommy would even say, I don't beat anybody. Like, that's kind of his thing. Like in his later years, it's like he's there to put people over. But he did the Swan thing, and we all kind of went with it. But that the second time, it was like, too much. So
the Swan thing was good.
The Swan thing was good. There was a good story
while it was
behind
happening.
it.
He had me thinking, "Holy shit, is he going to pull it off?"
Yeah, it's his birthday. It was like there was more to it. This was just like we're pals from the old days. Give me a title shot. Kind of weird. So luckily, I'm with you. He didn't advance. Like it got a main event of a TV show. It stops there. Good. I don't think we'll see much more out of this. But I'm not sure what the point was unless he becomes more of maybe a heel character or something. I'm just wondering what this means for his character progression. Unless it's just like Tommy, just keep inserting yourself, and that's going to be like the in joke to things. It's like Tommy, Tommy, just throw yourself in there for whatever reason.
Well, and Coach D'Amore certainly has been involved on TV a lot more, and his character seems like it's evolving too a little. So who knows?
Yeah, you're right, and I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because Scott D'Amore's on an indie show going after the tag straps when he hasn't wrestled in I don't know how long.
We don't know. Maybe he's been training this whole time. Maybe that's why he's so busy.
He is a busy guy.
Yeah.
Maybe all that fluff underneath that 3-piece suit is fake.
Well, you saw the cartoon. He's ripped under there.
Oh, that's
You're not buying
right. That's right.
He's got like a 6-pack.
Probably more like an impact now. Quarterback.
Something that just occurred to me is all of our talk about this match. We've been talking about Tommy, and we haven't been talking about Ace, who's the #1 contender. So what did this match do for him?
Hey, you're not wrong.
It got him to the main event because he's inevitable.
Well, it reminds me of what Trent was upset about during Sammy's run at Kenny. That leading up to it, Sammy should have felt like the most important guy in the world, and it was almost booked as he's kind of accidentally here.
Well, he was.
And, Ace is. I mean, he was. He was accidentally there.
He advanced to #1 contender on it.
Not that Ace is in that same boat, but this was a main event with the #1 contender, and we're not talking about him. We're talking about.
You're right. It makes you think the likelihood of the change is not as high.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the match has not happened yet. So, like this will happen at the tapings. When will it happen? Like there was the Moose match down in Jacksonville. Like, will this be, here's the pay-per-view up until a point, and now we go live for the main event? Be interesting if they did that.
Yeah. Before we get too far off, I just want to thank King Reezy for the tip. Thank you. He says here they should turn Christian heel and make Jake something or Morrissey his henchman. It's a hell of an idea.
Well, the only thing with that is you would have to correspond the storyline with AEW programming. And is that going to make sense or not? Like, you can't have them be a face or a heel on one show and the opposite on the other. It works on the indies. You can't have that.
It would, it would have to tie in after his championship contentions. Or defenses, I should say. Well, he's going for Kenny's title. He's defending his Impact title. Yeah, that would get messy. But
so Gary's right here.
He can do it in the future.
Blame Scott D'Amore, he's saying.
Yeah, right. But this certainly did put over Ace Austin in big picture wise, because he looked like $1 million going against a vet like Tommy Dreamer. You can't put. You can't take Tommy Dreamer out of the conversation and just assume. Remember, I say, folks, never assume, because look at how much we talked about it. We were obviously worried that Tommy was gonna. Well, if you're an Ace Austin fan, we were worried that Tommy was gonna get inserted here, but that's not the way it went. So, Victory Road, Christian Cage defending against Ace Austin.
That could happen.
He will meet the inevitable, and I still say Braun Strowman shows up and helps Ace Austin win.
Could happen, especially if it's coming from that set of tapings. So Braun, Buddy, they could show up and be part of this match. That is a very real possibility.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at Adam Shear's timeline. He uses that word inevitable a few times. So
inevitable, it's a good word. It's a big word.
It's it's that same one that Ace Austin uses a lot. You said it in that last promo. Yes, Victory Road will absolutely be a bangerama. So Ace Austin comes out for the win here, and that is tonight's episode, or actually you could say now yesterday, depending on where you are. Yesterday's episode of Impact Wrestling.
It's been a bangerama.
It has been. It has been. And if it wasn't for that Jake Crist, we would have gone under 2 hours. No, we thank Jake Crist, and we also thank Bison, of course, for bringing in Jake Crist, but we thank Jake Crist for spending time with us. And as they
exclusive time with us.
Exclusive.
Not behind a paywall.
It was. And
probably giving us better information.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was.
Right from the source.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, geez, the poor guy was double booked tonight. He had to face Josh Alexander and who else did he face? Someone in IWA?
Someone in IWA, but I'm sure it was something going against the deathmatch scene.
So, well, yeah, if you came in late, please hit that rewind button when we're going to be done here in a minute. And please go check out that interview. It was a lovely surprise. Thanks again to Bison. So yeah, let's go around the horn.
Yeah, before we do that, Jaybone,
Uh-oh.
Is the Patreon video good to go?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean we're
right.
barely into September, so let's.
All right, so we're thank
go.
you to the Patreons that help support the channel and a lot of the extra shows. Obviously, you can look into the tiers and see everything you can get added there. But here's our thanks to you. Ooh, Patreon.
Was one of them Jaybone sucks? Was that what? Did somebody sign up as a Patreon with the name Jaybone sucks?
No, it's Jason Cade sucks.
Oh, okay.
Almost. No ideas in the chat. No ideas.
Hey, if they're gonna spend money.
Thank you, Jaybone sucks for
for your support. I guess.
No, we are in a new month and it will have to be updated. Thank you to everyone who has either joining the Patreon or has upped their tiers or whatever. It's all appreciated. We've got the After Darks. I don't think we're going to do an After Dark tonight. No. It's getting pretty late. We've got the special ones. If you go to the Patreon now and sign up, there is a poll that was just put up within the last day or so as far as the next thing we're going to do a special watch and review of in the Patreon. And but yeah, Sunday dinner every Sunday. Not sure how we're going to do this Sundays because All Out is I'm going to be covering it.
It's Sunday? I thought it was Saturday.
No, it's Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I don't know if we want to do a Sunday dinner earlier or, it's because I'm assuming a few of us are at least going to watch All Out.
I would say maybe a little earlier dinner, but I will not say what my plans are that night.
Okay.
Man of mystery. I like it.
As David Penzer would say. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
plug your podcast, Penzer. Put it in the chat. Plug it so we can promote it. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's anyways, Truck, where can they find you?
On Twitter. Mostly on the Discord though, which you should join because it's a wonderful place. It's a very positive environment. We got chats about all different promotions. Following NWA 73, there's a bunch of us who've actually started watching Power again. So if that's something you're interested in, I've got into ROH because of some other folks on the Discord server, and obviously we talk a lot about Impact. It's a great community. I really enjoy being part of it, and you can find me occasionally on Twitter at @truck_rockneck.
There we go. And a quick update from Impact Slam Zone says if you guys missed AAW tonight, Josh Alexander had an epic main event that went over an hour. Wow. Go check out AAW, Destination Chicago. That match alone is worth your $12. Go hit up fighttv.com for that. Penzer says, I did. Tony Khan for 30 minutes. Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, that was his latest guest.
Okay. So no, you gotta tell us what it is, David. Put it in the chat.
David Penzer, wherever podcasts are found.
What is it, Bill?
Sitting ringside with
Sitting
David Penzer.
ringside. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Alicia, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter under the handle Alicia BKE.
There we go. Bill. Wild Man.
Just go
Bill.
watch David Penzer and his podcast.
Oh my God.
Instead. Find me at a show. Find me at the tapings, September 17th through 19th, Nashville, Tennessee, Skyway Studios. I'll see you there.
Front
David
row.
Penzer's going to buy him a drink.
Nah, I'll buy him a drink. But there's no drinks there in the Skyway Studio, so I'd have to get him a Coca-Cola.
You could buy him a very clear drink that would not be vodka. Wink, wink. No.
Ooh, you're saying a little switcheroo with a water bottle.
Hey,
I've never done such a thing.
cocktail hour, brother. Yes, we go. You can find me over in that other little podcast one here, right here. Jaybone 5150. I don't talk about that one. That's the personal one. Jaybone 5150 on the Twitter box. But you can find me over in that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast. That's on YouTube and the Twitch and the audio, anchor.fm/Smash This Podcast. I will be covering all the AEW stuff this weekend. Can't wait. Going to be pretty big. So if you're a fan of other stuff besides the Impact Wrestling, go check that out over there. And I also cover news going on in the world of professional wrestling amongst music and other things as well. But you're not here for that. You're here for total nonstop impact. The schedule real quick. You can get the Sunday dinner on the Patreon to start off your week. And then Tuesday, the Time Machine Tuesday, the throwback that we do the NWA TNA reviews, and Truck does the watch along a few hours beforehand, and that's in the Discord. That's another reason to join the Discord. Great throwback episodes, and then we review them immediately afterwards. Wednesday, almost skipped Wednesday, can't skip Wednesday. You catch the Beefalo and his crew. Team TNI-UK is going usually middays around here, but it's of course later at night over there. You can catch them on Wednesdays. Thursdays, you can get the live reaction. It's not a co-stream anymore, folks. Sorry. So sad. But we started a new bit of a co-stream in the Discord. We tried that tonight. How'd that go?
And it worked really well. Yeah, the
there we go.
technology worked out really well. So definitely going to see if I can keep that going. It has to line up with my teaching schedule because I'm going to be doing evening classes starting next Thursday for 3 hours.
Oh,
so
oh my God. So, well, you won't be doing this for 3 hours then.
It's one or the other. I'll be so tired of talking.
Technology, though. We can do it.
Multiple computers, you can set it up and just run it.
Deep fake my students.
There you go.
Be watching Impact in one window while pretending to talk public policy with them at another.
See, I was going to say deep fake the Discord, but you're talking about deep faking your students. You're just, you truly are evil, Truck.
Maybe I just revealed my priorities. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
I think so. It's just like the wedding that someone's going to miss because he, got the Impact Wrestling tickets. Good luck to you, sir. What else? So yeah, Thursday, the watch along co-stream, and we do the live reaction, Bill and I, and whoever else joins. Sometimes we have guests with us, and then we do the review. Normally does not go almost 3 hours. Jiminy Christmas. But we had a lovely guest tonight, lovely surprise. Jake Crist was with us. Thank you again, Jake, for joining us. We wish you well in all your future endeavors the rest of this year. Hopefully they involve more Impact Wrestling. So thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. Make sure on your way out, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Look at that. My gimmick is just ending this show. Just mark it down here. It's another reason why Trent isn't here, because he just can't do it like I can. I'm kidding. Much love, Trent. We hope you had an amazing night and an amazing show. We'll be talking to you soon. Later, folks. Good night.